fucking thing
Sing
sucks.
it, D-Day.
We'll do it live.
D-Day, call me Curly, bitch.
Okay, Curly.
Buckle up. Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with Steve.
Welcome back to Cruising with Steak. Cruising with Steak here, coming at you live on Grimerica FM. It is Tuesday, April 21st. Happy 420 yesterday, people. We have an awesome show coming at you. We're gonna just solve all the fuckery, figure out how to stock all the oil up. We're gonna get rich off this, guys. Cruising with Steak, it's happening. Coming? That's just my first words. Come. I got cum brain tonight, you guys. I got cum brain like crazy. We got he's my rock. He's the man from Cleveland, Mr. James Cruz.
I'm Superfly TNT. I'm the Guns of the Navarone.
Yeah, what up?
And we also got Jerry Cthulhu.
Konnichiwa, Grimsteak-san.
Yes. We also have
Yolanda.
B.Strut.
What's up, everybody? Love you guys.
Love you too, buddy.
Ooh, love you, dude.
Love you, B.Strut.
And we have Mr. ThatGuy.
Oh, you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you shouldn't wipe your friends on your sleeve.
God, this is gonna be like this.
Arrestamundo.
At least you guys weren't here for the Leroy Brown bit. We also have Flavortown.
James, hit me up with that Flavortown.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
he wasn't ready. Oh, no.
You got me mid-laugh, dude.
Oh.
I can't handle that.
All right, let's start this over. Let's start the whole show over.
All right, start
all
over.
the intros over.
Start it over.
Welcome back to Cruising with Steak. We got them all again.
Fuck that. I say we get rid of the intros.
No, the intros gets us all loosey-goosey.
Yes.
The first one went into the water hazard. He
Like
dropped it
your
over his
anus.
shoulder. That one goes into the water hazard.
No, that's prolapse, Jer. That's not loosey-goosey.
I have too much going on.
Prolapse only loose on the outside.
So Flavortown's here. We also have
Flavortown.
there it is, perfect. Guys, it's like this is a well-oiled machine here. This is why we've been doing this for 154 episodes or whatever
Hell
the hell we
yeah,
got.
you know what's up.
We also
You know
got
what's coming.
Jestin Sallas with us.
Something clever.
Who is definitely
Yes,
not a
insert something beautiful.
Because I know it.
We also are joined by the legendary Felix Ortega.
What I really want to know is what's the nature of nature?
It's natural.
Just nailing it. Titties. Rounded it out, joined by the lovely Suzanne.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, we nailed it, guys. Another successful introduction. Now we
Only
just know
took
it.
3 minutes.
I know that's not bad at all. Come on, 3
Dude,
minutes.
how about it? The power
You got somewhere to go,
of 9.
Jer?
Three. Jerry's got
I do have to drop a
running
stool.
Who's on Thirstmente this week?
Who is on Thirstmente? Yeah, let's just wrap it up right now. Screw it.
There is no Thirstmente this week.
No.
Oh, that's why I can't hear myself.
There's an obelisk this week. It's a new moon. And we have that dude, Craig Williams.
So what, you're doing
Nice.
on new moons and full moons now?
Yeah, every other week.
Nice.
Remember he told us that?
That's right. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I mean, I
Right.
remember it now, but I don't remember before I remembered that I remembered. You know what I'm saying?
We started like 2 fucking months ago.
I need that cue in my brain. And you know what? Next time it happens, I'm going to say, oh, dude, you're doing 2 obelisks now?
I know.
100%. I guarantee I'm going to say it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh,
What's
man.
your shirt, that guy? I saw you pimping something.
Oh yeah, it's an Electronic Frontier Foundation shirt.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude,
Oh,
they're,
nice.
they're
Very
so
nice.
liberal, it's horrible.
No symbolism
Very,
there, huh?
Yeah, no symbolism.
no symbolism.
I have a fucking Monty Python shirt on.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nobody
I
expects
have a Grimerica shirt on.
You guys are wearing clothes?
Yeah.
No pants, just a
Cam
shirt.
wasn't on. I see. Got to pay for the whole show.
I switched my chair so it would match my shirt color.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So
and
what kind of wait, what else you got?
And your red shoes. Yep.
Oh, red shoe gang.
More red.
lonely.
Styling today, Jay.
We're gonna start the red shoe gang right now.
Oh god.
you wanna start
Oh,
Red
Somebody's
Shoe
already
Gang?
done that.
Mark and the Pope.
Of course, there's
Jerry.
red Kool-Aid to
Who
drink.
Well, wasn't there? Is that the new like false flag marker? Is it's the red shoe? It's not.
No,
just
I thought that
shoe
was-
anymore.
I thought the red shoe gang was for people for the pedophiles.
No, it's a
Yeah.
Tom Hanks gang.
Oh, by the
So,
way,
yes.
speaking of red shoes, you remember the man with one red shoe? That was Tom Hanks.
That was Steve Martin.
No, it was not. It was
Yes,
Tom
it
Hanks.
was. I'm gonna look it
Oh,
up.
are we Mandela affected again?
Flavortown.
Jesus.
Oh,
Every time
man.
Flavortown talks, it's gonna come through at 11, just blasting us.
I'm some of my settings are all messed up here. So
Dude,
I was-
it's cool, man. It's
Okay.
Screw's mistake. We got settings.
So there's a ton of
You're
things
right.
with Hanks and Wilson. Like he married Rita Wilson. His characters,
He sticks his
and
dick in
Wilson a
Rita
couple of
Wilson.
soccer ball.
times.
The soccer ball was
the
Wilson.
friggin' ball Wilson.
Yeah,
Volleyball.
he
It
was a
sticks his
volleyball.
dicks.
Volleyball,
He sticks his
yes.
dick. He sticks his dick into things called Wilson. That's just what it is.
Okay, well, guess what? Woodrow Wilson was the one who signed the Fed in. And what's going on with the Fed?
It's getting stuck its dick in, getting Tom Hanks' dick.
Wait, are we doing some 9D chess connecting Woodrow Wilson to Tom Hanks and Wilson and all this?
Hell
Because
yes.
I'm all
With the
about this right now.
pandemic.
Yes,
Yes,
with the
and the
pandemic.
Federal Reserve.
Can I
and
say
the
something?
crash of our
The
society.
plan Democrats were wrong.
I've heard the word pandemic at least a dozen times from a dozen different
Oh, yeah.
podcasters since you've said
Yeah.
that, Suzanne.
Guess who
So-
said it first?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
the
didn't
first-
say it
not
first.
Suzanne.
I know who said
the first place I
Nobody
heard it
knows
was
who
here.
said
I'm sure you heard it somewhere,
Jerry.
Suzanne, but we're
I heard-
claiming it.
I heard it first from I think Max Egan.
I
Mm.
wonder.
Okay.
I wonder if it was developed by the People's Liberation Army Navy.
The plan.
the plan.
You got to trust that plan.
So, guys, there's a comet hitting us. Kim Jong Un's dead.
Yeah.
Everything's happening.
no, the
right
comet
now.
broke up.
Oh, the comet broke up.
Did it?
There's one
Yeah.
behind it.
No, that's an
Oh,
asteroid.
You gotta watch out for those trailers. It's always another one.
I have this clip from something I heard today. I wanted to play. It probably I think it only makes common sense.
Are you
here.
playing the
No, it's just
the hot mic thing? Play
Yeah, play
that.
the hot mic thing.
handle.
who's got a hot mic?
Well, I'll
This
get-
is
I'll
about
pull that up.
OBDM, is it?
I'll pull that up.
One at a time,
No,
one at a
this is
time,
just
people.
something I was listening to
Yeah.
from Tinfoil Hat, and it was kind of cool. There's just a little bit of info drop like right here.
Impact wound.
Sorry, let me pull that back up. How do I?
Look,
uh,
they just now. Trauma surgeons
Oh,
don't trauma. Look, trauma surgeons handle impact wounds.
That's
Look,
Shepard and
They
Mellis.
just now openly admitted that a secret team, a joint task force team, is securing Washington, D.C. They're moving in right now. They're getting ready to put people in underground bases because there's some kind of event coming that they know
So
about.
then here
Isn't
comes the
Why
kicker,
would they
yeah.
why would they activate 1 million reservist troops? Why would they ship worldwide? They're doing this. Why would they give shoot them on sight orders if you come out of your house? What don't they want us to see? Coincidentally, I track military movements. I track UFO movements. You're not going to believe this. Maybe you are. I mean, you're host of Tinfoil Hat. So here
Yeah,
it goes. Look,
right.
there's literal.
So like they're trying to bring in that whole like UFO aspect, right? I think like
Right.
No. It's. I think it's the government overreacting to bad data because
yeah.
they're stupid.
And they've gone in too
Definitely
deep now, and they
bad
can't
data,
backpedal because they don't want to look like
Exactly.
idiots.
changing it 4 times,
Exactly.
and now they're not
Yep.
using data.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they're going to use this advantage to sneak in every single little bill that they've been wanting to do to fuck us over for the past however many years. James, I sent
Never
you
let a
a.
crisis go to
I
waste.
sent you a link
The
in Discord.
the corporations are not the government.
You sent me the link.
Dude,
okay.
they're the same thing. Corporations and
No,
government.
Bill Gates,
and-
the Bill Gates Foundation. That's not the government. That's a multinational thing.
Hmm.
I'm laughing at
The
this
Bill
picture in
Gates
chat.
Foundation, yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Thanks, plebs. Jesus.
This
I
is
can't
what-
unsee this.
All right, man.
Here's the hot mic.
You can take out the mask, Doug. The case fatality rate's like 0.1 to 0.3 according to USC. That's reassuring. USC. Everybody here's been vaccinated anyway. USC and LA County Public Health came out with a study. They found that there's 7,000 cases in California, but they really believe that there are anywhere from 221,000 to 442,000 people who contract it. Really? Yeah.
So that makes it 0.1 to 0.3. There's a study to get out right there.
Yeah, just give it to them. So it suggests the case fatality rate is 10. Seems. Wow. Which puts you right in line with the flu.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what it is.
Puts it right in line with the flu.
Yeah,
And that was that was in the press room of the White House, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
in the press
It was-
room of the White House.
That was with John
happened.
Roberts too.
Yeah.
Well, we think it was.
It was John Roberts and a dude.
What do you mean we
worked at
think
the
it was with your skepticism here, that guy? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So wait.
There
Go
was
ahead.
a camera rolling too, so they have.
Go, Jerry.
Right. I just want to say that there were 3 studies that came out today that said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
One in Massachusetts, one in and 2 in California.
No, but we hear a lot of audio,
That
and there's doesn't seem to be any provenance to any of it. I mean,
The guy looks like you. If you look at him, he looks
Whoa.
like. If you follow what he's saying, he turns exact at the right time. It looks like he says really. I mean,
It
I
was
don't know.
John
To me, it
fucking
looks real.
Roberts. It was John Roberts in the White House press room. If
Yeah.
it wasn't real, he would have come out immediately and said that's fake or manipulated. He's a
Maybe
big.
he
Yeah,
doesn't-
they haven't
maybe
said
maybe he doesn't
anything.
surf 4chan.
It wasn't on 4chan.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't on 4chan.
I found it on Twitter.
I got
just
that from
dropped the link.
Twitter.
It was
Yeah,
on 8chan.
yeah, it was on 8chan.
It's 8kun now. Come on, get with it, Flavortown.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
Man. And that guy, I didn't hear you say anything about it, so I know it has to be kind of true. I mean, you just are lobbing those deep bombs all the time. Whenever I see you say something, I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, that's my barometer for how crazy.
I think what's
Bullshit alarm in 3.
What's more interesting is that John Roberts says we've all been vaccinated.
Yeah, that is interesting. We've all got
Isn't
the
that
vaccine
weird?
anyway.
Yeah.
I thought you said everybody there's been vaccinated, like everybody in the
Yeah,
press
all the-
room.
Yeah, in the
We've
press
all been
room.
vaccinated.
Yeah, the press corps.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, not us. I thought you
Yeah,
were-
because this
No,
camera
not
they have
us.
set up is just one that views like the ones you watch on TV where they're all standing
like a
in the
C-SPAN
press corps
camera.
room. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. But yeah, it's what have we been
Like
saying since day one, people?
Extremely subtle vaccine propaganda.
Anti-vaccine
Faking-
propaganda.
No. Like
Oh yeah, there's a vaccine out there. We all need it too.
Oh, it
Yeah,
started testing in the UK.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I tweeted it today.
they put
Kentucky?
on this. I mean, like how many times a day is they're all actors like spammed in this chat? Like, come on now, like everyone's acting
Oh, I
here.
know.
If they wanted to act a hot mic. And just to get people to talk about there being a vaccine already existing, and then people demanding like, oh, "Where's the
want that if
vaccine?
it's
If
there."
everyone, if
Exactly.
they already, they're going to be safe from it if they just get the vaccine." All these rich
God, you're
people,
playing
all
AD
these
chess, AD
fucking
manipulation.
But they're not They're not
What's
playing this
going
on the
on?
MSN though. They're not like
Exactly.
plastering it all
They're
over
trying
the
to
TV.
get all. They're trying to get all the fucking.
Yeah, all the
Bernie
people.
us to do it.
Yes, all the
No,
deep
they're
people.
trying to get all the black pilled Bernie bros back to their side of things. With this fucking,
I've already got all the money from the black-pilled Bernie Bros.
yeah, like they're just swimming in Trump money.
They're
like,
just getting a new
cucked
house.
every day and thinking about this, and then now they're just gonna go. They're going to go bust down the door of Congress and demand that everyone gets mandatory vaccines at gunpoint.
I mean, it's possible.
You know, I heard
I don't trust them to
Weaponize
stick a needle
the
in.
Bernie Bros. They're active, young
true.
men. They'll fuck people up.
Vaccines at gunpoint.
Flavortown.
I don't trust somebody to stick a needle in my arm when I got a gun in their face. That just doesn't.
No,
No, I don't see
exactly.
that happening.
Yeah, that is an agenda that's not going to happen.
No, that's us. That's
There will be civil war over that shit.
that shit's not gonna happen.
First of all, it's highly illegal. It's against the Nuremberg Code.
Did you find anything
Don't
that
listen
backed
to
that
the
up, Jared?
Nuremberg Code.
You said I saw on Twitter. You said you were researching that earlier. Did you find?
I still am.
Damn.
I
We're just gonna assume.
I fucking work today. Okay,
We're
I
just
still
gonna
have a job.
assume it's against the Nuremberg Code.
I heard somebody reading the code, and it's clearly stated it was illegal.
The forced vaccination. Interesting.
To force medical things
Well, here's
on people
here's an interesting little tidbit.
without their consent.
That I don't think that they could make you wear masks in public.
They can't. They can't make you do anything.
They cannot.
Wait, stop with the noises.
I didn't mean to.
It's fucking unconstitutional. Everything that's been enacted is completely unconstitutional. You still have the right to assemble. You have the right to free speech, and you have the right to your body.
Amen.
They cannot make you wear a mask, stay away from people, or not be outside. If you're doing it, you're doing it of your own volition.
And they're trying that public shaming to make you like to feel like you can't do it. Yeah.
Amen. Amen. Fist bump.
I know it.
Amen. Fist bump. Yeah,
Felix
totally.
is
Here.
Fight the power. Don't wear masks.
And if, sue your governor if he's making you stay in the house. I was going to talk about Georgia easing up on the shit this week. Starting this Friday, they're going to open stuff up.
Yep. Yeah, you're winning, Jer.
The reaction on Twitter has been, we'll see y'all in the hospital. Wait till the cases spike. You're all going to die kind of shit. Oh my God.
Everybody's idiots. And then when everything's fine, they're all going to look like stupid. And
they'll never come back and say, "Oh, I was wrong."
Nobody knows stupid because nobody knows who the fuck they are.
I'm amped up about wearing masks. I'm gonna get some fucking cruising with steak. Fucking
wearing a mask.
Dude.
I'll tell you this.
Come on, dude.
Wearing
we're
a
dodging
mask.
government. We're dodging cameras. Like it's like everything we've wanted to do. Like we get to go all freaking Antifa. You can go all blacked out and shit. Just run around town. Why not?
Wearing a mask is not healthy. Period.
It also doesn't stop biometrics from finding you.
Exactly.
And
unless you wear a Guy Fawkes mask,
James, like you're choosing to want to look like that. You should be
Money
able
Heist
to
on Netflix is like that. Yeah, they wear like a mask. It's pretty dope. Sorry, this mask thing got me sidetracked.
Masks.
We all wear masks, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, we do.
Not on this show. What are you talking about?
I haven't worn one yet, so I don't know. I'd like to though.
Yeah, dude, I see a lot of
like
people
that
with them.
guy's, man. That one's sweet.
We got
the
a
Guy Fawkes mask.
Yeah, we got an actual like legit customer complaint to corporate that none of the employees have masks or gloves on.
Right.
And then
That'll start happening for sure.
the company
fucking Karen.
the company owner was just like
Karen,
he was talking to our store manager. He's like, I don't know, do you guys think you should wear masks? My store manager's like, no, we've been here the whole time. He's like, all right, it's cool then. I don't care. Like, it's great. Like they're not enforcing anything.
Political bullshit.
We still.
Hey, you know what? If you have a problem with us not wearing masks, go fucking shop
Don't
somewhere
shop
else.
here.
That's exactly
Jesus.
it. Exactly it. Yep.
Fucking Karens.
But this is my favorite place, and I love the shop here.
Well, then you wear a mask.
There you go. You should have Grim. You should have masks hanging at the front door, and then have somebody standing there without a mask and a
Take a
bottle of
mask.
half and half bleach and water. Clean them, dude.
Okay. All right. I don't know about
You can
all
make
that.
some bank doing that.
You want the
25
mask or
bucks.
just spray the bleach on
Just
you?
spray the beach
Here,
right
I'll
in your
just spray it in
eyes.
your mouth.
No.
Spray it right in their
Spray the
face.
bleach on the mask.
And every time you do it, you're like,
Flavortown.
yeah,
Every
exactly.
single time.
every time.
Welcome to Bleachville. Population one more.
Open up.
Flavortown.
Boom. Surprise. Oh, shit. What else is going on, man? There ain't shit going on, dude.
Dude, there's a
No,
comet that's gonna hit
yeah.
us. We're all dead at the end of the
Oh
year.
yeah, the comet.
Or the end
Did
of
you
the
guys
week, rather.
see that big ass impact in Nigeria?
Yeah. What happened there?
Yeah,
Is
what
that the one
happened?
they were blaming it? They said it was a truck that exploded. or
Yeah,
something?
they're saying it's a truck that exploded, but it also looked like something entered in an angle of 43 degrees and created a huge blast zone.
I'm
And-
shocked that it wasn't 33 fucking degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 19 point, what was it, 19.6 or 19.8 or something?
Yeah.
I don't get into Q stuff, but the reality is, we the people woken up. There's been a total shift.
Jesus, James.
But yeah, so that was it was a pretty deep hole. I mean, it could have been a missile too. I mean, who knows?
It could have been being over there.
Or a UFO.
It was the Earth prolapsed.
It could have
What if
been.
it was,
Maybe
what
they
if it
took
was a
Kim
signal?
Jong Un out.
The show title
Sorry,
Prolapse
that's-
Earth.
What do you mean, like for drinks or clubbing or?
well, no, not for drinks or clubbing. Like, they took him not to lunch either.
No, it was his sister. Have you ever seen pictures of his sister? She's like every single evil anime chick that I've ever seen. Like that's exactly what she looks like.
They're
She's
not just
cold as
actors?
fuck.
Is she the one that would come into power?
Yeah, I think she would. She totally would.
I have a whole bunch of 1-1 notes that are already tinted and ready to go for when she shows up.
I don't even know what that
I'll
means.
totally put them in her waistband.
Now, when you yell at me, it makes me nervous. And when I get nervous, I get scared.
Or are you saying she's a stripper?
Well, a guy can dream.
Nah, dude, she ain't stripping. She's
So
murdering you. She will strip and then murder you. That's what'll happen. That's the kind of woman she is.
She'll just strip your human rights away.
And then throw a remote control at you.
Cold.
Got him.
Well, aren't they divvying up North Korea to China? I mean, isn't that what we're doing?
I thought Cruising with Steak's gonna get a piece of North Korea.
Yeah, we have definitely. We have a couple prefectures lined up.
What ain't no country I
We need some of those wooden missiles that they put on parade.
If we're gonna get a
Fake
prefecture, make sure it's got lumber and a river, so that we can fish for some of that communist. I don't know what kind of fish
Salmon?
spawns in North Korea.
Three-eyed fish.
Carp.
Yeah,
dragonfish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know much about North Korea. I mean, I know it's a thing. Let's see, either.
Do you guys watching any sports on TV?
Oh yeah, I watched some really good
All
sports.
day.
Not that local sports team.
You see that team?
Nothing worse than like flipping on ESPN. You're watching some from like 1997 or something.
It's that guy that does that fucking thing, man. I just can't get enough of that.
You talk about the alley-oop guy? The guy who does the alley-oops?
The guy that does that thing.
Yeah, but then he like kicks it.
And then gets a technical foul.
So what is like sports talk radio doing? Are they just doing Cruising with Steak? Are they just doing
Dude, literally every
Before-
podcast has just become Cruising with Steak. Every single one.
Every show
zooming,
is now
they're
like
all
this.
zooming.
Yep.
It's all a shit show, but our sound quality
really
is
bad.
Dude, our quality
Yeah.
is so much better than all theirs.
So much better.
You know, screw them. We win.
And we have the
Our
perfect
topics are
balance
way
of the
better,
Council
too.
of Nine.
Dude, I've been like I was listening to a show right before this all started, and it sounded really good. It was like a Sirius XM, like because you brought up sports, and it is at Barstool Sports, and it's like it'd be like uncensored sports talk, right? Basically, but there's like a lot of other fun stories mixed in. Like, but now it's kill time and do what we're doing, right? So they're bringing all these people in Zoom rooms because they're not at a studio, and it sounds like you said it's horrible, and they're putting it out on live freaking radio. It sounds so bad, dude.
That's awesome.
They're
'Cause
at
I
least
jumped-
6 months
The
behind
few
us.
times I jumped in the car, I'm like, what? Are they're actually playing? I'm like, I can't believe they're playing that over here. But yeah, they were doing it, and it sounds like people hidden in the back corner of their bathrooms. You know, like, it sounds really bad.
If you think this sounds bad, you've never heard ham radio.
Yeah, that's bad.
Well, that doesn't
Yeah.
count. That's through different waves. Come on.
Wavelengths?
Yeah, wavelengths.
All these how about all these super like no taste at all celebrities that just have nothing in their homes? There's just like empty white walls with a bunch of marble.
Yeah,
They're
it's 'cause they have
NPCs.
gigantic mansions, and
It's
they.
funny, you know, they were doing this thing right now that like not a telethon, but like all these celebs were singing these songs, right, or something.
It
Just
sounds like mind
recently.
control.
I know, but like
And
it was
their
like
houses, their houses are like their souls. They're cold
Yeah,
on
and
the
they're empty,
inside.
yeah.
Cold and empty on
And-
the
and-
inside.
And Howard Stern, I was in the car the other day, and Howard Stern was talking about a story when he talked to Elton John, I guess a long time ago in like the 80s. They were going to have him do one of these telethon things where, you know, like they would call into the person's house and the dude's jamming away. But Elton John doesn't even have a piano in any of his places he lived. Like, you believe that? Like, that's how empty they are, right? It's so weird. Like, these are just places that exist, right? I mean, yeah, they might be grandioso, but they're just there.
They're just there.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah.
It's like a tree in the
That's a
forest.
weird Elton John thing. Like, then you dude don't even own a piano.
Dude don't even own a piano. That's a little fun fact.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Justin.
What's up, G?
How's it going, man?
You know
See,
what's
this is
funny?
Cruising with
'Cause
Steak.
In my head, I'm like, he's gonna call on me.
I
And as soon as I
100%
thought that
them.
you did.
You're
Here's the thing. I'm just keeping notes so I can turn them into the government. Because they're keeping track of you all. I'm
I'll do
actually
the
only
next best
here
thing.
because we're talking about sports. I'm here to challenge and get some entertainment going.
Oh yeah, right.
Cat in the Box podcast is formerly Challenging Cruising with Steak podcast.
Oh boy.
And Nox Mente to Leopardy.
Oh, Leopardy, huh?
I think that's what these quarantinis need.
These quarantine times.
We've
need?
already accepted, so
We need some trivia.
This is a
Anytime.
formal. Yeah, this is formal. So boom.
Is this where if somebody answers a question wrong, they have to cut off a body part?
No, they have to. Yeah. Yes. On video.
Or you guys got to donate to a charity, whoever.
Yeah.
we could play strip Leopardy.
Ooh,
Man,
I like
Jerry's
that better.
horny tonight. Leopardy. Just
Don't
thirst
do that
posted.
because I will intentionally answer questions wrong.
One can only hope.
Well, I mean,
Thank you.
dude, anytime there's trivia involved, I'm in. So
This is gonna be fun. We had a lot of fun.
what we
doing
could
those.
do.
Yeah, but James, who are you going to call when you
I don't know.
the
I'm
answer?
gonna call you, dude, this time, man.
Oh yeah, we had a phone a friend.
That's right.
Phone a friend. That was
For
fun.
those of you that
Yeah.
don't know what we're talking about, there was an epic, like, what was it, 4 hours long? We did a podcast, Leopardy, where Felix hosted a Jeopardy style game show between us and Grimerica. Cruising with Steak and Grimerica. It was me and James versus Darren and Graham. And it was just epic. It was just an epic, it's go Felix.
Best out of 3.
We never
I think it was
did another one.
never did
Never
three.
did the third.
We only did the first
never
one.
did
Everybody was
the
like, "Oh my god,
tiebreaker.
that was 4 hours!" Like,
No, we
this
did 2 of
Supposedly
them.
tied, right?
Did we do
Didn't
two?
Yeah.
No, we only.
And then the second one, I
Yeah, you guys
didn't.
did
I tried to keep track of the score, but I think I
Yeah.
lost track, and it was a tie at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that. Then there was a lot of chats and people counting it as they were re-listening. Yeah, that was that
Wait,
got
so
intense.
speaking on this challenge, who's coming up with the questions? Is this just going to be?
So this
Bill,
is a
you
formal
are.
request that
Yeah, Bill.
B.Strut be no. I want it to be
Okay, I'll
good.
do
So
it.
Sir Felix.
Nice.
Man,
I could make it happen.
Sir
Maybe.
Felix.
maybe
Maybe is all I need, brother.
we could.
Let
no,
Suzanne do it.
Suzanne could.
Oh,
God, it'd
yeah.
be some deep fucking history.
Come up with some
We would have
questions?
nothing. Something about Jesuits from like the
In
1800s.
1903, which president's aide sucked the dick of the president?
You gotta make a 1947 category.
God,
That right now.
Potent potables.
We have a whole channel in 1947 trivia to choose from.
Yep. You got YouTube
Sorry.
astrology is the other category. We could do that one.
How about YouTube
I like
Korean
that.
chefs?
Yeah, Korean chefs.
Dude, I
You do
think
post a lot of them. You're-
Poseidon wouldn't be
a very-
Poseidon, no. No, it wouldn't be Poseidon.
Here's a sample of this.
Oh yeah, what's that? Wait, are you playing that right now, James?
Yep.
Okay, I was like, why am I hearing Darren and Graham?
So it's definitely not Zeus.
Completely wrong.
Yeah. Answer, yeah. Not that chat's the Google chat.
Google
Never
Chat.
go into the minus.
Okay, we're not stealing.
Google Hang.
This is from like
17, 18.
No, it had to be
2018.
2018, maybe.
January 23rd, 2018.
Nobody was alive in 2018. Come on, that was so
This is
that was
game
so
one.
long ago.
No,
We all
this is
died in
match
20.
one,
Well,
game,
since then.
game 2.
It's
Yeah.
Poseidon.
I just saw a posting on
It's
Facebook that
Poseidon. Yeah.
they're claiming that that Dean Koontz book, where he's talking about the Wuhan 400 flu,
Yeah.
is fake news.
What, that never happened in that book?
They're saying that it's false.
The book didn't exist?
That's what they're saying.
I believe that.
In their fact, no, it did exist.
Oh.
Well, does anybody have a copy right now? Or are people just
Yeah. People have copies.
Then why are they saying it's
I
fake?
read a Dean Koontz book once. It was one about like a nano swarm of like, well, someone came up with some nanotechnology and it started grouping together and started.
The gray goo.
I don't know what it was because like something.
No,
nan-
it makes a gray goo. That's the thing with nanostorms. Is they
No,
turn it-
but Grey Goo was a different person. That was a different
yeah,
thing.
I know, but I'm saying the concept of it.
It might have been called like swarm or something. Swarm.
Is it kind of like the Langoliers?
Hold on, Jerry. I'm not understanding this article. If there's a book that exists with this information in it, and then how's this news article even able to come out and say that it's fake? What are they? What's the ground?
It's Facebook's fact checking. Deemed
Smith Munt Act, Grim.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I was on
All right.
CNN, and there was a headline for there was a picture of Brad Pitt, and it said,
It doesn't exist, folks.
Buzz cuts are back in style.
Oh
yeah, because everybody, they're giving their own haircuts.
Is that true? Buzz cuts?
Dude, I don't know.
They never went out of style for me.
I'm gonna go bowl cut. I'm just gonna put bowl on my head. Just go for it.
Oh, like Dumb and Dumber.
It's a Kim Jong-un cut.
Oh man,
no,
you guys
you
all
don't
want to go
want
North
that.
Korea cuts?
Yeah.
I said there's only like 4 types of hairstyles you could have in North Korea, right? Let's Google this.
I
North
thought there was
Korea
just one.
haircuts. Maybe.
You can be
China.
bald,
Like
pull
him.
back your hair with lots of shit. Look.
Japan.
Make it look as
There's
square
so
as
many
possible.
charts.
A
There's
little
so
dabble,
many
do you?
charts.
Mexico.
Man, yeah, you can only have. Well, no, there's variety. I mean, they're all pretty
Is there?
similar, but there's some variety going on.
Yeah, like 3 bowls or
Donnie
something
Don.
they use.
Okay, you guys. Now that my challenge has been out there, I am out of here. Council of 9 is now Council of 8.
You just had to
God
throw it
damn
on the
it! You had
gauntlet.
one job.
I know.
You gonna fucking flake on us? Are you
Well, I
serious?
have enough material on you guys to turn into my superior, so I think I'm okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
I would say I would
Well
listen to
done.
the rest of the show, but I want to lie to you guys.
Hold on, we
And,
gotta get.
and technically, you're not part of the fucking council of 9.
Get out of here. Shut your face,
Oh, we
Jerry.
got you.
I
No,
thought
we
you
have to.
shut your
We have to
face.
have at least
He's
one.
just a dude standing in the doorway right now.
We have to have at least one member at large.
Our Horace
Yeah.
out on the
Yeah.
way in. He just gave him some
Exactly.
laughing gas and just
Oh,
showed up.
shut the door on my way
Horace
out.
is laying on his couch, just scarfing Ben and Jerry's right now.
I thought you drove a
Just-
forklift.
He could be the Tyler.
I do.
Exactly.
The
They
Tyler.
are.
The
I thought you drove a forklift.
I do. I'm so happy that you know that, and oddly weirded out. But yes,
I've been watching you, and I've been taking notes on you.
Ooh, my, how the tables have turned.
You know what?
so,
When you can drive a spoon lift, come back and talk to us, okay?
so Jerry, they're claiming it's false, partially false, because it's called the Wuhan 400 and not COVID-19 or whatever. Just the name's different.
It's because in the original 1981, it was called the Roki 400, named after the Russian town. And in 96, they changed it to the Wuhan 400. They're saying that the symptoms are different. That because in the book, it can only survive like longer than a minute outside the body. When COVID-19 can survive hours.
Allegedly.
So
Allegedly,
we've
blah, blah,
seen
blah.
no proof of
Let's
that.
just say allegedly for the rest of what I'm about to say. And in the book, it said that it was in a test, and CDC is saying that this originated from animals. And there's a few other differences and discrepancies between the two. Now you know. Okay, I'm out.
So you
Boom,
were
I
sitting on all
contributed.
these facts while
this idea that it originated
Oh,
from
I
animals.
literally was reading this as he brought it up.
Okay.
I'll tell you something
That's
else too.
why.
All right.
Yes, it may have originated from animals, but like the Wuhan
No way.
lab was collecting samples from bats to experiment upon. So yeah, it originated from animals, but then it was modified.
In the
it's-
lab. Put
it's
the
like-
AIDS in it.
You got the AIDS in it.
There was
Spicy
actually a
AIDS.
Nobel Prize winner came out today and said that it's definitely been genetically
Oh
modified.
yeah,
Justin's dossier.
starting it.
Leave his butt alone,
Just giggling over there. Giggles.
Dr. Giggles.
Hey guys, check out Cat in the Box podcast for remote viewing. Cat in the Box.
Yay! New
Yeah.
episode coming out in like 5 months.
In like 5 months. Well, no, you guys need to just do a swap cast with us, and then it'll come out right away.
It's true. No, I know Adam just released one. He's editing another one. I just finished.
We'll do
editing
some
this
more.
one. So we got
remote
2 more in
viewing.
the hopper.
I'll mail you guys something to remote view. We'll make this
Perfect.
happen.
No, that would
Yeah.
be fucking awesome.
We'll do this.
Also, I did leave a suggestion in your show ideas Discord chat. So check that out when you get a minute.
Oh no,
Anyway.
I did. I already commented on it. I appreciate the
Oh, did you?
suggestion. You got us good. You got us good.
Okay, I'm glad someone saw it. Okay.
Uh-huh. I see everything
All
in the
right,
chats.
ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks
All
for
right.
not
Later.
killing me, dude.
All right.
See you later, Justin.
Bye, Justin.
Later, bro.
Oh, Justin was on our Patreon episode that we speaking of, patreon.com/cruiseandmistake. It's just chock full of just beautiful bonus content, wonderful conversations, smaller conversations. A lot of it's like just me and James of Flavortown, just smaller groups. There's not like 100 people in there, and it's some good stuff. So patreon.com/.
A lot of dead air.
No, surprisingly not a lot of dead air at all. It's heavy flowing, it's a real heavy flow.
More people equals more dead air. That's how this show works.
It is because there's times when we're all just screaming over each other, and then there's times when nobody wants to talk over each other, and we just stop and wait for somebody else to say something. It's just it's an art. That's what these other podcasts don't understand. We've been Zooming for 3 years now. These other shows, they just now discovered it because they're quarantined like little bitches, and they can't leave their house, so they got a podcast over Zoom.
Outside LMAO.
LMAO. Yes.
There's another thing I heard too. I think it was Thomas Sheridan was talking about. There was some kind of asteroid or meteor or comet or some shit that broke up over China in September or October of last year. And that it may have does the whole the idea that a virus comes from a asteroid or comet or whatever.
Well, okay, so I was listening to that
which I don't believe, but
that
whatever.
show earlier today when I was actually mowed the lawn today. It was nice enough to go.
Job,
I was around
James.
45 degrees. Got
Good
out.
work.
Mowed the lawn.
Get out there,
Did you
baby.
wear
Get that fresh.
No, wait a minute.
grass smell.
Was that mowing the lawn in air quotes, or was that actually out pushing?
Yeah, no,
He shaved his wife's pussy.
Woo! Jesus. Jesus.
Well, she's pregnant. I mean, I can see that happening.
I just put the ball on the tee, and Jerry hits it out of the park.
As Nish would say, it's my Tourette's.
So an hour ago, I was mowing the lawn, if you know what I mean.
It's okay. You can
I
use
gotta
this
put
part.
it. I gotta say it like that.
Got 2 words for you: landing strip.
Oh shit!
Did you end up doing a time capsule at your old house?
No.
Now, was that time capsule in air quotes or like an actual time?
It was like a real time capsule, not an anal suppository.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be anal.
No.
No time
little
capsule.
suppository.
Doesn't have to be in air quotes, or is that?
Where does Suzanne go? Is she offended?
She'll be back. No.
Yeah, when has Suzanne ever been offended by anything we've ever
I was
said?
being
Jerry?
facetious.
It's good
Now, is that
No, but it was
facetious in air
cool
quotes?
getting some
or-
exercise. Got a bunch of dead leaves out, mowed all that up, man.
Nice.
Spruced it all up.
You know what? With Georgia opening back up, let's send good vibes to our buddy Zach Hawkins. Hope that he gets his
Yes.
job back. Zach, I know you're listening.
And-
Jerry,
I know,
you're
and
perfectly
Jerry,
fine.
yeah.
Jerry, you're
You're good,
fine.
Jerry.
You had nothing's changed in your life.
We can see you. You have.
They'll be able to hand you the freaking drink instead of handing it to you in the box.
The only thing that's different is you don't get to yell at Kroger workers about how this is bullshit. That's going to be the only difference.
Oh, I guarantee they'll still have masks on for a while.
Yeah.
And the plexiglass
Darling,
is
I
up
want to
everywhere.
watch television. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's funny. All the drive-through places have like a piece of plexiglass covering the top half of the window.
Of course.
But the bottom's still open, and there's still spittle and shit going on.
I saw that. Yeah, I think it's for the workers so
Yes,
that they're
yes.
not.
But it's pointless.
Well,
It's
virus
pointless.
is not only goes high; it never goes low.
Well, dude,
Viruses don't even exist.
Yeah,
they've okay, Jerry, that's just crazy. But honestly, there's that's instituted everywhere. They've put plastic guards up everywhere in front of every cashier, like across everywhere I've been. That's just a thing now. They've
plexiglass stonks are way.
God, I was just gonna say that the stonks are so up.
but the shit floats around it. I mean, it's like
steak.
This is
Nicely done with a 5-second soundbite, James.
This is just big plexiglass. Just
dude, big plexiglass.
Big toilet paper.
It's only quarter-inch plexiglass. It's
imagine being a company that's not just relentlessly taking advantage of people's fear to sell as much shit as possible.
And you know what? And you know what? And you know what they make plexiglass out of? Petroleum, probably. You know how
Hell
cheap
yeah.
that
Oh, yeah, it
dude?
is, it is.
They're just getting paid right now.
Sand.
Talking
Isn't that
about
sand?
price gouging.
Big sand.
You should look up tonic water with quinine on Amazon. It's going for like $30 a bottle.
You should
know
look
what
up
that is.
bicycle inner tubes.
No.
I tried.
How much are the inner tubes
online.
going for right now?
They're like $14 for one inner tube, and you can get them for like $4 at the store.
That's
Yeah.
complete bullshit, Felix.
Why? Why?
I have noticed that the prices of the
It's a
Kroger,
petroleum
like
product.
all of their sales are off. Like all the meat's full price. Everything's full price.
Yeah, we have no ads.
really
dude.
rich.
We aren't running any ads right now at our store either. Everything's gone up because, like,
I
dude,
wonder how much the two toupees are going for these days. Toupees.
toupees are.
How much are the Merkins? What does a Merkin cost? Oh, who the fuck's calling me?
$8,737,540,000.
If,
I was
if
saying,
only, if only we could make hand sanitizer out of gasoline.
oh, that's just crazy. Nobody needs hand sanitizer.
You can. You could just sanitize with gasoline.
But it's cheaper now than freaking hand sanitizer.
It is true.
And toilet paper.
It smells better.
What I'm saying right now. What am I even saying right now? Basically, everybody needs
something about plexiglass.
It's plexiglass and how everybody should buy locally. Because right now, like at my work, our huge
buy local plexiglass.
Our huge fucking warehouse is out of like everything because they have big contracts with Smithfield and these other places that shut down. So we went to like these local Indiana Packers and shit. And dude, it's just it's cheaper.
Way
it's at
better deal.
cost. It's better deals. Good quality meat. So it's just, dude, we need to get out of the huge corporate bullshit. Like the Walmart of America.
Indiana Packers, is that like an NFL farm team or something?
No, it has to do with anal
That's
sex.
single
that
A,
guy.
but
This is what we're getting at here.
It's a gay man's club.
We're talking pork. We're talking pork
Well,
creatures.
and what's super fucked up too is like people that live in major cities like literally can't take advantage of that. They're
Well,
like
buying
if you're in
locally?
New York, if you're in okay, well, let me back that up.
Chicago?
If you're in New York City, you're not gonna, and you're even a locally owned grocery store. How plausible is it for you to get locally sourced products that would meet the demand of a grocery store in New York City? It'd be no way.
We need to burn down mega cities.
Impossible.
Burn them down.
Yeah, like you could very easily do it in
Minecraft.
smaller communities, like more decentralized communities. I'm pretty sure the area that I live in would be similar. I mean, there's probably more people. Well, I don't know. Either way, anything less than a couple 100,000
Midwest
people.
rural boys. Come on, screw
There
that
are
big city
locally
shit.
sourced, stores in New York City, for instance.
Yeah,
but they're all like hydroponic gardens on freaking rooftops in Manhattan.
No. People get meat from upstate and whatnot, have it shipped in. But
that's not locally sourced, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's from the same state. Okay, as long as it's not from like overseas and the money's staying relatively in your community, I think that's what matters is voting with your dollars, not spending it at Walmart, sending it back to China.
But most of the high-rise places in New York have stores in the building downstairs, like little convenience stores or Whole Food outlets or whatever. In those places, they have centralized distribution. They don't have any locally sourced stuff. My Kroger has a locally sourced section.
Yeah, that could. I mean, I don't trust Kroger's though. They could just put a locally sourced sticker on there. Who would know the difference?
Because I know where, like, they have locally sourced honey and barbecue sauce. I know these places exist. I've been to.
Yeah, you've seen them or heard of them. Yeah.
Does ever have those softies donuts with like a 3-pack with one plain?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
One white powder and then
Some
one
Entenmann's?
chocolate.
Entenmann's softies.
Yeah, Entenmann's.
Yeah,
You mixing colors?
Those are my
Entenmann's
favorite.
are the best
We're
donuts.
gonna start the mega city rivalry here. This is
Well, dude, I just realized like I'm talking all this shit on mega cities. I'm literally moving to Philly pretty soon. So
Yep.
it's just
No,
another-
dude, Philly's not a mega city.
Seriously?
That's a decent size.
You're moving?
Decent size. It's happening. It's happening.
Really?
Getting out of the Midwest.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Well, Felix, we need to meet up while I'm still close to you.
Did you get a job yet
Thank
there?
you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a job there?
Oh no, man. Grocery stores, there's like a trillion of them.
He will. He will.
You're like a butcher. A
It
butcher.
has less than 2 million people in the city. This is not a mega city, bro.
No, it's not mega.
You can't move till I
That's
come
not
up there
MAGA
again.
or mega.
2 million. There's more people in
No,
Philly
it's pretty
than
MAGA.
there are in Idaho.
Cities.
What the shape?
So
I
wait.
love the
You're going
shape
to
of
quit
that
your
state.
job to move to a city for a chick who has no job.
Yes.
What do you mean she has no job? She
I
has a
thought
job.
she's laid off right now.
Dude, she works for the government. What are you talking about, Jerry?
He works for the
I thought-
orphan train.
I thought she wasn't working.
She's
Never
been loading
mind.
who do you think's been loading the orphan trains this whole time?
Exactly.
Come on.
I love the shape of that state.
it's a good shape.
Square.
Why?
Yeah, it's real nice. It's a nice shape. I like Indiana's shape too.
I think you ought to move to Pennsylvania, man. Seriously.
Pennsylvania.
I think y'all should move to Atlanta.
Oh man.
Go to the T up around Bushkill, up in that area.
Don't you guys have hurricanes down there?
Never really been. I mean, I've traveled just through Georgia.
Atlanta sucks, but where I live is awesome. Like right, a little bit south of Blue Ridge Mountains.
Jerry lives in a gold.
Just like I promised, right?
Yeah, man.
Only 8 people have died from the uwu here.
The uwu. I like how you're casually using. I like how you're casually using uwu on Twitter. Like anybody other than Cruise of Mistake listeners or people in chat.
I don't know what it means. I just use it.
They have no idea. You're just throwing it around.
You're signaling to an entire audience that you have no concept of.
I love it.
I love it so much.
It's what boomers do.
And of course, Anankun chimes in and frickin' corrects Jer.
Oh, Nankun's the king.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. It's okay.
So what kind of?
It can happen.
It's easier to type than coronavirus on my phone.
It is. It is, and it's good code. You don't get flagged in the algos.
Do you guys?
You guys algos. There's just not those ones.
No, yeah, you get flagged in the completely wrong algos. Yes.
This guy likes butt stuff, algo.
What do you got there, Felix? What was you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna
Hashtag boomer pipe dev null.
I ask you guys what kind of shampoo you guys use.
I use a nice
bracket, not
a daily
pipe.
clarifier. Just clean it up nice.
I don't use shampoo. I only use real poo.
Oh gosh.
I only wash my hair twice a week.
All right. Okay.
I have a story, and it's like a weird story that goes along with I mean, it could be, and it's not really cryptid.
You
but
know
it's
I'm
like,
here for James Cruz stories, so give it to me. Baby.
No, it's a story
within a story,
an article to read.
No, tell me. Read that article to me.
I'll just read it now. Then, all right. Well,
Is this jingle worthy? Is this jingle worthy?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of. Jingle wise, like the story is about a psychic. It's, and you guys probably might even know this story.
Psychic, huh?
Yeah, the Sylvia Brown psychic story. Do you guys know about this?
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of what category this could fall into, of like premonitions and what ghostly shit or not. It's not really ghostly, but so do we go cryptid or do we go like?
I could do live. I could just do a live psychic jingle.
Oh,
you want to do a live psychic jingle?
Do live psychic jingle for a second. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I like that, dude. That was
psychic
cool.
jingle.
Dude, that is great.
Gonna ISO that and use it for never probably, but I'll have it.
Yeah, so apparently and it was funny too, and I found out this from my wife. She's like, "Did you ever see this?" She's like, "My friend just sent me this, Kate. She's reading in this book that this," and she found out that it had this in it from Sylvia Brown. And then this was back this book that she had written back in 2008. She predicted a worldwide pneumonia pandemic. So although the coronavirus is not an outright pneumonia, but it's pretty much the same thing, right? These weird symptoms that people have.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, but what exactly did she say? And she died in 2013, but her book reads, in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments.
Crazy.
Almost more baffling that the illness itself will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrived, attacking again 10 years later and then disappearing completely.
Weird.
Again in 2030?
I guess so. 10 years after 20. Yeah, 10 years from now. Yeah.
A decade.
So that's, another decade, right? That's weird. Although vague, the passage has sparked a meltdown on social media websites, people on Twitter, whether it was just a good guess or actually a premonition about the coronavirus. We'll never know. But psychic Sylvia Brown did make some startling predictions in her book End of Days, published in 2008. Another person user on Twitter said, I used to watch this lady Sylvia around back in the day. Great. Everyone said stuff like that. Okay. Anyway, so that was pretty wild. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Pretty wild,
Blind
man.
luck.
It's like Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I think that most psychics are remote viewers, and sometimes they get it right.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't.
Where's Justin when you need him?
I know. He probably knows all about this. I know.
If you, Jerry, if you look at an analysis of all of their predictions, there is a 100% chance that they either do or do not get it right every time.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
Perfect,
obviously,
that guy.
but their hit percentage is way less than their miss. Especially with like those live psychics, like I don't remember her name, the Long Island Mystic medium chick.
Dead psychics suck. I mean, they just their predictions just go drop off after they die.
Right.
It's like sports talk radio for psychics.
I'm just saying, if you watch them work, they're reading body language. They're doing cold reading. They're taking advantage of the emotions of the people.
They're very intuitive. They can pick up.
They're
on
not
shit.
intuitive. Yeah, they're intuitive to pick up on stuff, but not
They're
like
mentalists. Some
basically.
of them are.
Basically, like John Edwards definitely is.
Well,
Yeah.
Shysters.
I feel water. I feel
Well, we won't know for 10
like-
years if she was right or not.
like
I mean,
she-
if it
like-
just disappears.
Well, speaking of predictions and stuff like that, I forget where I saw this picture, but it was of us. I think it was a Super Bowl halftime show, and they had a bunch of hospital beds out on the field, and there was this big dark figure in a black robe.
Beijing. It was the 2012 Olympics.
Yeah,
Okay, the Olympics.
With the hospital beds.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's
Yeah.
a total ritual.
Do you think I have anything to do with what's going on?
All of the Olympics is a ritual.
Yeah, and there's not one happening this year. So what do you think's going to go on?
No rituals.
Maybe
There
they
won't
need
be
to
any
complete the
mass
ritual.
shootings, probably.
They're going to do it in a bunker.
Oh, there
we
already
just
was
had a
one
mass
up
shooting.
in British Columbia, right?
That's right.
No, it was in Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. Like, what was
Nova
that all
Scotia.
about? Canadians shooting people? Like, he just went from house to house, was just killing people.
Yeah, he set a bunch of shit on fire. I guess that's
Dressed
something
as
to
a
do
cop.
with something with the satanic like ritual of sacrifices they have to make at certain times of the year.
That's
And
not true.
April 19th was one of those.
No, it's not.
It had to be like a burned sacrifice, which is why he was setting all the shit on fire. I forget where I heard this from, but
You heard it from Jerry.
Some crazy YouTube.
No, you didn't hear it from me because I don't believe that shit. That's what they'll say that about the
You
9/11.
love demons.
The Miss Cleo
You love-
DNA test.
No, I don't.
Admit it. You love them.
Solely
No, I
searching for
don't.
the father of your
I hate
baby.
demons.
Oh,
Virtue
it's
signaling.
the one
And everything
that's
is
very
demons, so I hate
unpleasant,
everything.
Okay.
It's just the way it
And
is.
he's also the one that had another girlfriend while
They
he was
say that
sleeping
about
with
9/11 too, that they the
Yep,
towers
that's
were
him.
burned
R.I.P.
on fire.
Master
It was
Yo.
a satanic ritual.
Well, let's see. 2020 predictions. A singer will tease their new album through TikTok.
Wow.
Think so?
When did
who could have
she
seen
make
that
that?
coming?
Who would do that?
Wait, when did she make that prediction?
No, not her.
Oh.
Miss Cleo?
No, I just
Miss
found
Cleo's-
a
wait, Miss
good
Cleo's on
site that
TikTok?
has. I just found a good site that has all
Call me now. TikTok me now.
predictions.
TikTok
But TikTok hasn't been around that long.
No.
It's Chinese propaganda.
I mean, if that came out 10 years ago, that'd be like, oh man,
Chinese propaganda. That's racist.
Yeah.
it's not Chinese propaganda, but it's Chinese
Chinese
place.
software. But we don't know.
Sticks Hexenhammer was talking about TikTok today. About
Does
how
he still just wear a vest with no shirt?
no.
Ah, that's
He was talking about how
dropped
Facebook
the
has become this boomer social network. And like all the kids have left it for TikTok and the boomers can't figure TikTok out. It was kind of funny.
Jesus.
yeah.
Can't figure it out. How do you not figure out TikTok?
I'll never put it on my phone. I'm not a
I'm
boomer.
not putting it on my phone. I just how do you not figure it out? I just
Oh, that guy Corey, he's kind of
okay.
I don't like his de-occulting. Bill.
Corey?
I mean, I don't.
It's
I
very
don't.
Christian. It's too Christian.
It is. I don't really care for it too much, but I listen just because I think it's interesting.
Bill, you love your Christian shit. fucking who was that dude you were shoving down my throat when we were trying to group?
Oh, Daughtry.
Yeah, Jeff Daughtry.
Oh God, he's horrible.
Daughtry.
Oh, dude, he's a master ad reader though.
Oh yeah.
He can read some ads. It's totally.
Oh
yeah.
jeez, Bill.
I'm gonna invite him on the show soon too.
No, don't you
just,
dare.
Just so I see Grimm's head explode.
Oh, don't you dare.
There's a lot of people that I won't invite on my show. He's one of them.
Daughtry. Could you imagine his dreams?
Fat
to try to
chested bitches. You ain't getting on
No,
Document Day either.
Let
it be
You want to
heard.
come on the show? What's your cup size?
Yeah. First question.
I'm not a boob guy at all. I'm into necks.
Oh,
I
you're
like
not a
necks.
boob guy. Get out of here.
I'm not. I'm not. I totally am not. I
Jerry-
am not a fan of giant tits.
Jerry is totally flat chested.
Okay.
I love,
right.
like, more than a mouthful is a waste.
I guess I'll call off the huge tittied stripper I just paid to go to your home. I guess I'll just call her, let her know. Oh, don't worry, he's not a boob guy.
Don't send strippers to my house. Send actual horrors here, okay?
Not strippers.
Oh, dude, the stripper to horror conversion ratio during the quarantine is through the roof. If you don't think that all strippers have not just become prostitutes, now.
And Talam gave
Like
us
they
a
weren't
little,
before.
Talam gave us a little bit of information because we mentioned on the Patreon that what are strippers
Shout out
doing
to
now?
Talam.
Yeah, shout out to Talam. What are strippers doing now? And he apparently knows somebody that is paying local strippers to just come by, hang out, and serve them drinks. So they're making money in this pandemic. There's people the black market is thriving right now. People, that's what's amazing about this right now. Like just no taxes, just pay people
Toilet paper,
cash.
you need sanitizer.
Dude, black market, just get out.
Chapstick.
And I will echo what Flav just said. Talam hulakam.
Dude, Passover is over, okay?
What's happening right now?
Shout out to Talam.
I just love the car crash of racism that just happened in the last 10 seconds. just veering off into a racist cliff where it's like and then come right back. Come right back like it never happened.
I love it.
Cruising in car bomb derby at that ranch.
Patreon,
baby.
Yeah, man.
Patreon.com.
If any of you guys are coming over from Shonen Dump because you've listened to only Shonen Dump and heard Cruising with Steak reference,
hello, welcome.
Which are probably all of our live listeners right now.
Shonen Dump.
Speaking of, I want to say, okay, Shonen Dump is on its own RSS feed now, people.
Hell yeah.
So it's not going to be getting posted to Cruising with Steak anymore. I'm going to do a little, a bonus episode saying, hey, go here for Shonen Dump. But it's its own beast now. And it's growing and thriving. We have international downloads already. Things are getting out of control. 100%.
What the hell are we doing?
How'd you guys do that?
The Shonen Dump has potential. I'm telling you right now.
Who did your
being
logo?
Awesome. It's because James Cruz did the best logo ever. We have just perfect conversations about
Yeah, it
anime.
looks cool. Yeah, it was fun.
How'd you do that? How long did it take you to do the logo?
That one? No, not
Yeah.
that long. No, that wasn't long. No, the logo is gonna. That's just like the beginning.
Temporary. It's like a temporary tattoo.
Temporary logo. Yes.
Yeah.
But that was just cool, useful.
You need a silhouette of like a guy doing like karate.
Yeah, I have some ideas, and then we have some other stuff in the works too. Everyone will like the cool little side little thing that we're doing, and that is actually not even a side thing. It's its own thing now.
What is this Shonen Dump? I don't even know what this is.
Shonen Dump, dude. Yeah.
What is it?
Search it, find it.
It's when you get rid of all your shonens.
It's Shonen Dump podcast. Yeah. Like we don't have any website or anything, so we won't find much, but you'll find
It's on all podcatchers.
You'll find everything right to the.
It's not the turd. It's the great logo. It's not the turd logo.
Is this like a specific like anime show?
It's anime
called
review. We pivoted hard.
What's the dump part?
So
The dump?
Shonen, yeah. I
Shonen
think I know
Jump.
what you're asking,
Shonen,
yeah.
Shonen Jump. Shonen Jump is
it's a spoof.
It's one of the biggest manga, suppliers in Japan. Like they're where everything comes from. Shonen Jump. It's like Marvel. So
see it
so
and hear
James
it all
was
the
clever.
time. Yeah.
Shonen Dump.
Get it?
Shonen Dump.
I like
Shonen is a
that.
genre. Young boy.
The other day,
after watching a lot of it, you like it's just something that always popped in my head, and then like one day I don't even know how we were just I don't even know how we were thinking of making names for the show. I don't even know if that existed. It just happened. I don't know.
Things just happen, man. Things happen.
Yeah, and then as far as the logo, yeah, that didn't take long to make, but but all I did was ask Grandma. I was like, "Hey, what's your favorite colors?" And he's like, "Green and like
I think green and purple. Green and purple got picked.
So then
you asked the Shonen Jump chats.
Yep. So I did that, and that's what we got for right now. But I do have some other shit I have already kind of in the works. So
looks good. The other day,
some cool shit.
The other day, I was playing with my son, and he had this Batmobile, and I looked at the bottom. I wanted to look it up online, and I was reading on the bottom. It says like DC Comics, and I kept reading it out loud. And he's like, "Why do you keep saying that?" And he's 3. It's like, "Why do you keep saying DC Comics?" And he was just like getting
all interested.
Yeah, because it's just the sound of it. So he got really close to my face and just said, DC Comics.
Oh, you
it was like whispering it at me. Why do you keep saying that?
That's so great.
Comics. Yeah.
I'll tell you a weird story about kids. Like you're talking about funny weird. Yeah. So then this earlier today, I'm sitting there in the living room. All of a sudden I hear my youngest son, who's 7. And he's jamming away. I heard because he was playing a game for me because he woke up, he was doing some stuff. So he wanted to do some stuff before he started doing school shit. So I'm like, yeah, okay.
Stuff before stuff? Stuff before stuff?
Yes. Stuff before stuff before school stuff. And then all of a sudden I hear like him talking, and then he's like, it sounds like he's recording like a video or something. He's like, yeah, man. Yeah, dude, come over here and get this. Yeah, man. And I hear, yeah, Zach. So he's actually, apparently he logged in and was jamming online with one of my oldest son's friends. Like, it just, I'm like, you can't, it weirded me out. Yeah. Like he's on there playing, like they're yelling there. He's 13. I'm like, you can't be like hanging out here playing with these dudes online and stuff, dude. Oh, God. So that was my go around with that.
He's like, listen up, all you motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, he didn't do that.
Take that.
Yeah.
Bitches.
But he was all into it. He's like, yeah, over here, guys. Here's a grenade. Yeah, you see those white things? Those are where the things are. Yeah, he was like all into it, dude. It was crazy. And he's 7. I'm like, you need to get off of this now.
And then you took the controller and took over.
Like, just sorry, Zach. He's got to go. Bye. And then it was just like, what the hell are you doing? So that was pretty fun.
He's exploring his personality.
Yeah, man. No, it's awesome having an older brother when you're the older brother, you're always like, man, it sucks having a little brother. So that's kind of how it goes with that, because I am the older brother. So my brother always told me things about being the younger brother. So I guess I get where all these different things come from and what you want to do and hang out and you want to be like them and yeah, it's crazy. So,
oh, dude, my older brother.
Like, he's all into whatever his brother's into.
Yeah, dude, my older brother is 5 years older than me. Like all his music tastes like influenced me when I was younger. Everything, totally.
So he wants to do everything that his older brother does. Yeah. So he thought that was cool, and his older brother makes videos and records YouTube stuff. He's all into it. He's like, yeah, man, yeah.
Just a bunch of content creators during quarantine in your house.
A bunch of content creators in my house.
Are they doing like claymation?
Well, Grady does. Yeah, he makes. He's got the WWE figures, and he has a whole series of like stop motion kind of live action stop motion WWE things, because he's got a stage. We have a big stage. These stages are like $60. They're like double the size, and
with folding chairs.
They look. Oh yeah, chairs, ladders. They have all that shit, dude. Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's like GDW wrestling or whatever. And he does all the commentary. They come out, man, wearing all their garb, and he puts in the music and the lighting. He edits everything. Yeah, he's got like 5 different things he does on his channel.
You should put that on your Patreon.
It's pretty fun.
Channel, dude. Plug his channel for everyone who's not. Who hasn't seen it.
Sure. It's
James's little baby.
Did you just plug in your son's channel?
Jamie's little baby 13.
You don't know
do
about
it? I
this.
could do
He's
it.
gonna
man.
he's
Yeah.
gonna have all these just
Like anybody even listens to
weirdos.
this show.
I know, man.
just a bunch of Israeli guys.
That's
shit
basically it. It
posting.
would just be Israeli bots. Just whatever fucking other bots.
It's
Download
GDB
this
Games is what it is, man. That's exactly it's what it is.
That's
If
going to
you
be something
search that
10 years from now.
yeah.
GDB Games is going to be doing all the like Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, Celebrity Deathmatch, Lady of Bullshit. Wish they brought that back. That was such a
GBD
great
Games,
show.
yep.
Celebrities are dead now, dude.
That's
Yeah.
true. That is true.
Ding Dong to Witch is dead.
Man,
Like they're
Celebrity
celebrities, but it's all like they're not.
It'd be YouTuber
rich people.
Deathmatch.
Yeah, like
have-
Zoomer celebrities are not fucking actors and like
No.
rich people's kids. Like, well, they're probably rich people's kids, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're not in this like media realm.
Yeah, Zoomers. But I
They
feel
do
like the,
their own
the
shit.
millennials are still latched on, though. And the millennials
Oh, yeah,
are the ones that
totally,
are going to take
totally.
the world over, like in about 10 years.
So
God,
you're
that-
saying you're saying a Celebrity Deathmatch reboot wouldn't work?
It would 100% work, and it'd
Or
be
it would
amazing.
work for millennials, but it
Yeah,
wouldn't work
yeah.
for Zoomers.
No, Zoomers wouldn't be into it, but us
Like I don't
nostalgia-
know any YouTubers.
They don't like Clay, right?
Except for the
no, they
ones
hate
that
Clay.
are just
Yeah, Zoomers are anti-Clay,
true.
from what I've heard.
They're Clay haters.
Yeah. Felix, you got a jam? You look like you're all
I do.
guitared up.
I'm ready.
Hell yeah. Let's do some tunes, buddy. I'm going to mute down.
Okay. This is if this was an Armageddon movie, they would probably play the song during one of the scenes. Armageddon movie.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking. Yeah, this could be really good.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget about your troubles, forget all your cares and go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. No finer place for sure. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Downtown. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows downtown. Maybe you know some little places to go where they never close. Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of the gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too now before the night is over. Happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares and go downtown where all the lights are bright. Downtown, waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be alright now. Downtown. Downtown. You may find somebody kind to help and understand you. Someone who is just like you and needs a gentle hand to guide them along. So maybe I'll see you there. We can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares and go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. Don't wait a minute more. Downtown, everything's waiting for you.
downtown. Downtown.
That was beautiful, Felix.
Yay.
That was absolutely beautiful. Just crushed it.
Hell yeah.
Some backup vocals provided by Mr. Cruz.
James Cruz coming through with the back.
Did you see me do the jazz hands for that?
Oh yeah, thank you for not offending anyone who may
Sorry about
be
that.
offended by clapping.
Yes, appreciate that.
Please keep the chatter down to a minimum.
Stay safe. Stay safe. We need to really start hammering on the that's the new bless you. So stay safe. Stay safe.
I mean, I don't mean to mess up your song, dude. I was just trying to add a little.
No, you
I don't know what happens when it does it come across all jacked up. Like,
yeah,
then I won't do it, dude. Yeah.
It's
okay.
Do you
I didn't
actually
know it
say?
jacks it up.
Do you say bless you to people who sneeze?
Just stay safe, James. It's fine. It's fine.
Stay safe.
I do. Just stay safe.
Hey,
what happened?
I never do that. It's none
It's
of my business.
it's a Midwestern thing.
Yeah, it's like going, oop, excuse me.
But you don't mean it. So why would you say it?
What are you talking about? I'm not going to do it again.
It's conditioning.
No. You're not throwing blessings at people, though. You're not really. You don't really care
bless
about
you.
them.
Yeah, James is
I
getting all
love
offended.
throwing blessings.
James is ready to fight.
I'll bless anyone.
Never mind.
Yeah, but
No, just stay safe.
okay. The only
stay safe,
thing that sticks in my memory really hard from saying it's the scene from The Simpsons. It's an old one where Bart and Milhouse are sitting there, and then Bart sneezes, and Milhouse says, "Saying God bless you crams the soul back into your body." Like he says that, and that's the only thing that I could think of is relevance to saying bless you when you sneeze.
That's where it came from.
Well, it didn't because people said it before then. That's not where it came from.
No. That's where the idea came from.
I thought it came from the soul back into your body.
So Simpsons, it crams your soul back in your body?
Yeah. And keeps the demons out, yes.
Okay. All right. So Simpsons was
I think
right.
it really wasn't going to be demons.
So
You're in the right ballpark.
God, thank you. Everything's demons, of course. What was I thinking?
Is this like along the lines of like you shouldn't pray for somebody unless they ask you to because
Exactly.
you're not supposed to send them stuff that they don't agree with?
You never want to give your energy to someone else.
Right.
Unless they ask.
No, even if they ask, it's still your energy.
So after somebody sneezes, you should ask if they want to be blessed?
No, just
Or you
ignore
bless
them. It does nothing to say that. It
Just makes you seem like an autistic, rude person, though.
Excuse me, sir. Can I bless you?
I never
Don't sneeze on me.
When I sneeze, I say excuse me. That's all. That's how I react. When
So when
someone
other people
sneezes
say,
near
you
me,
say, excuse you?
no, I don't say anything.
In 2020, we just say, "Hey, why the fuck don't you have a mask on?"
Yes, put your fucking mask on.
You
Go home and
bitch.
get your mask
Idiot.
box.
Yeah. Put that
That's
cloth over
nasty.
your face. Stay safe.
I love these people with these homemade masks made from like underpants and bras and shit.
That's how you know
some
that
kind
this
of
is
medical
bullshit.
mask.
That's how you know it's bullshit. Because they're like, oh yeah, you could just put a cloth over your face, like you're fine. Like it's the entire thing's
No,
bullshit.
I want to get cool
And stay
one.
inside. That's like the worst thing you can do is wear a mask and stay inside.
Well, dude, we're all getting Kakashi.
Dude, we can all be like superheroes.
Well, no, dude, we're getting
dress up
Kakashi.
like crazy cool
I'm
shit,
getting
dude.
Dig this. I heard this today. I haven't researched this yet. I just heard someone else talk
Dude,
about it.
It's everyone's dream right now. Just do it.
Do what?
Wear all the cool gear. Be a superhero. You're allowed to be it right now. You can.
I
do
ordered a
whatever
Guy
you want
Fawkes
outside.
mask the other night. I can't wait to get it. I'm going to fucking wear that around town.
It'd be so cool, dude. Oh my god.
I heard this today that there were 260,000 suicides in March.
Whoa.
Now, I don't know if that's true. I'm going to Google it and find out. But
Whoa.
Is that a high number, I'm assuming?
yeah,
I don't know like how many people commit suicide a day. So
We gotta figure
it's far
depression
more
is
than the
ramped
number of
up.
people who are
Sounds
dying
like
from
a lot.
COVID-19. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Or is it all just craziness because everybody's looking at death stats now? Like, how often do you look at suicide death stats? Or is
Looking up that's the sports.
Well,
You're looking at
how-
the
sports
sports
now, yeah.
page.
How
Yeah.
often do you look up death stats in general? That's
I've
why.
never. I still haven't.
Exactly.
It's just on the
That-
TV.
That's
Yeah.
why this propaganda.
Yeah, because people
campaign
don't
of
realize
showing
how
the
many
death
people are dead.
number-
You know how many people are
Exactly.
born every day? Let's talk about that problem. There's way more people being born than dying. That's just
Yeah.
crazy.
Oops. Sorry. I'm gonna
This is a
add
real.
that.
This is a real
People every day.
statistic that I've looked up and researched. In 2019, in the United States, an average of 7,700 people a day died. Period, from everything.
Wait, how many?
7,700. Almost 8,000 people a day.
Okay.
But we're all getting bent out of shape and locked in our house for 40,000 in 3 months?
I feel like that number's probably more. Is 8,000 really? That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
In America? That's alone?
Per day.
Okay, just America. Okay.
Yeah. Just in the U.S.
Oh, shit. I forgot hate mail. Good call, Flavortown. Way to be a producer over there in chats. And how late am I reading that? Oh, no.
Twos.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we do have hate mail. Fuck yeah. Just getting all... I gotta play that jingle. Switch this over here. Actually, let me try this to see how this one works. We'll see. Are you guys getting an echo right now?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds cool.
No.
James Cruz and Grimsteak. James Cruz and Grimsteak.
Hold on, hate mail.
Hate mail. Woo. GRIMTAKN. Gmail. Woo. James Cruz and Grimsteak. Hate mail. Woo.
Okay. Switch that over. The perfect jingle, really. It really is.
Love it.
This first one, you know what's fucked up? Booty Rooter didn't send a hate mail in this week. I think quarantine's getting to him. I think quarantine is really getting to him. I'm a little disappointed. But you know what? Since it's the hate mail segment, I'm still gonna plug Double Dungeon. But our first hate mail is from JDM, Lollyboy69XX. This seems, I don't trust this guy. He says, I'm filing an official complaint to have the podcast Cruising with Steak removed from the internet. You're attempting to defraud the public by pretending the podcast Shonen Dump is in fact its own separate podcast, when in fact it is an additional episodes of this travesty of a show. First of all, grown adult women can sometimes appear childlike, but are in fact 800-year-old vampires. 800-year-old vampires. This shouldn't even factor in determining if something is outside of your Gaijin morals, because that is clearly way older than 13. Second of all, it's just fucking drawings, bro. It's your mind in the gutter that makes artistic drawings of beautiful and cute women appear to be illegal acts. What is illegal about someone who appreciates great art? Pathetic. You know, there's so much more anime out there besides young boys fighting each other and robots. Honestly, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you were really just gay and just projecting it by liking stupid anime like Naruto. I thought it would be beneath me, but I decided to link you my anime list account because I felt sorry for you being so fucking gay. Sorry, where was I? Oh well. Oh yeah. Please take down Shonen Dump or you'll be forced to endure the wrath of my army of darkness. I promise that while you've been making a shitty podcast about gay anime, I've been studying the blade. Hope you get lucky, kid. Oh, man.
The baby.
Execute the baby. Thank you, Lollyboy69XX. Appreciated.
Lollyboy69XX.
And this is from Suzanne.
Concerned anime fan.
Suzanne sent us an hate mail. She says,
really?
Exclamation point. Sigh. You know, I really hate how good I feel after the show. Like I just had a shot of endorphins. And a dolphin emoji. Bonus points to whoever gets the movie reference. Big kiss, Suzanne. I don't know. Endorphins? Does anybody know this movie reference?
Endorphins.
No. She said endorphins and put a dolphin emoji. So it's a movie quote from something.
And I have no clue.
No
I
idea.
have no clue what that is.
And she's not even here to tell us what it is either.
Son of a bitch.
Next week.
So we don't know. Next week, yeah. Next week, yeah. Suzanne's gonna tell us what endorphins means. It's a movie quote from anybody from the chats. Maybe know. Endorphins. Man.
Guys, so I have something I learned new this week.
Oh,
let's hear it,
dude.
I put it in the Council of Nine.
Lady
thing.
Aboshi says it's from Legally Blonde.
Oh,
there we go.
She wins, of course.
Yep. Legally
You win.
Blonde and dolphins. All right, we'll have to verify that with Suzanne, but that's probably what it is.
It's a lady movie. Yeah, right.
know what it is.
We know what Legally Blonde is.
Is that Alicia Silverstone?
The only two chicks that ever been on this
Is that
podcast
her?
knew each other's references.
Yeah, that is true.
No, it's not Alicia. It's
Oh.
Reese Witherspoon.
Oh,
Yes,
Reese
there you go,
Witherspoon.
Jer. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a ladies' movie.
Somebody was saying something about something interesting. Was that you, Bill?
Yeah, yeah. I had something I'd learned this past week. I thought it was cool. I posted it in the chats. I wanted to share it with you guys. It's okay. You ever bought like a car, like a new car, and then you go out and drive and you keep seeing this car everywhere now that you bought it and now that you had it?
It's like, oh man, I see it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's an actual name for the phenomena. It's called the Bader-Meinhof phenomena.
The Bader-Meinhof?
Yeah, yeah.
I know that.
That guy's a master.
I knew that.
I never knew that it had a name. So I thought that was really cool. I guess other names, AKA known as a frequency illusion or recency illusion. And it occurs when you've just noticed, experienced, or been told about something. It just suddenly crops up constantly.
Like, is that like availability bias too, maybe, kind of?
Something with confirmation bias is mentioned in the article. I didn't really look too much. I just thought it was cool. It had a name.
That's very interesting. Thank you, Bill.
And then you mentioned that it's like the glitch in the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it would be kind of like deja vu would be. It's like, hey, that's really familiar, but instead of having the feeling of like familiarity because you've experienced it before, it's just because you've noticed, like, oh, hey, I just bought a brown Ford probe or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like brought it into the front of your consciousness, so it just makes you aware
You
of
see it
everything.
all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally.
Right. The other thing I thought was kind of weird is the Bader-Meinhof. That name isn't from linguists that came up with this term or whatever. It was actually based off of a 1970s West German terrorist group, completely unrelated to this whole noticing things after you've experienced something. So, and they got it off of some messaging board of a newspaper in Minnesota in like 1994 or some shit like that. It's really weird backstory if you want to look into it.
It'd be like if I was kissing Grimsteak's mom, and then like everywhere I go, everyone just like looks like Grimsteak's mom.
Looks like
That's exactly
Grimsteak's
it.
mom.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Bader-Meinhof.
Meinhof.
Sounds German.
It is. Well, yeah.
Meinhof.
Or if I was like kissing
Well, Mater means mom.
If you were kissing James Cruz's mom, so she's
Well, in Germany, in German,
Bader, B with a B, not M.
Oh, Bader. Okay.
Yeah, B-A-A-D-E-R. B-A-A-D-E-R.
That means like
M-
butcher or
yeah.
baker. That means something.
The candlestick
Pronounced
maker.
Bader-Meinhof.
Bader.
Like Bernie Madoff.
He made off with everybody's money.
He did.
Sounds like a bunch of sheep. Bah. Yeah.
We gotta do our chapstick promo now.
Chadstick.
Chadstick.
This is a Hidden History promo brought to you by Chadstick. No, I was researching some comets, right? Because everybody's freaking out about comets, and it's like, yo, what's up with all these comets? Apparently, there was a great comet in 1844.
What's up with all these comets?
Yo, what's up with all these
Just
comets?
walking to this, I'm walking into space. Yo, what's up with all these comets? Damn. What's up with all?
What up with all these comets?
What up with all these?
You need to say with a Dice Clay accent.
So, anyway,
or Clay dice.
there was a great comet in 1844. And that same year, I also found out the largest flood of the Missouri River ever in history was that year. But then I'm just explaining all this to get how I got to this. But there was a flood in 1844 in Buffalo, New York, that I found some weird ass explanation for what happened, and I just thought I would share it because there's no way that what they say happened. So this flood of 1844 in Buffalo, New York, for anyone who doesn't know, Buffalo, New York is not anywhere near New York City, contrary to what anyone has ever said to me when I respond to them that I I grew up in the state of New York, because people don't seem to realize that the state of New York is actually pretty big.
Wait,
and
hold up.
A lot of it is very far away from New York City.
It's big.
So you're telling me everywhere in New York isn't by New York City?
New York City.
No,
Is that what you're
in
trying to tell me right
when
now?
I tell people that I'm from Buffalo, New York,
They're like New York City.
It's not actually correct to respond, "Oh, hey, I've got a cousin in Queens."
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that means nothing to me.
No, you're neighbors. You guys are right by each other.
Like I used to tell people I go to New York all the time. Yeah, because it, like, for me, when growing up, it was like 35-minute drive to go to New York. But I'd go to like a bunch of places. Yeah,
New York's a pretty big fucking state. It takes I was like an 8.5 hour drive from New York City. Anyway,
Damn.
it's on Lake Ontario.
It's 10 for
and it's right where Lake Ontario and the Niagara River meet.
So many
essentially,
wings all day.
So I don't know if any one of you have ever been to a Great Lake.
Yeah.
For any of you who haven't, think of the largest body of water you've ever seen, like the ocean.
Ocean, less waves.
As far as you're concerned,
yeah,
it's that big.
More
Yeah.
drinkable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. And Great Lakes are pretty sweet. Dude,
I wouldn't drink Lake Michigan water.
Oh God, no, man! Especially, dude, all the beaches by me. There's like you could see 2 steel factories like on either side of them.
Oh
just
yeah.
smokestacks
Never drink
going.
from the Great Lakes.
No,
I remember when I was a kid growing up in Chicago, they used to have, I'm not lying, fecal grease ball alerts. With these fecal grease balls
they've
would
cleaned up
wash
since
up
then,
on the
Jerry.
beach.
Yeah, that stuff doesn't happen so much anymore.
Fatbergs. Is that what they call them? Fatbergs. There's
Sounds like
those
some
like
hidden
it's those
history.
balls of fat and like wipes and toilet paper and shit that like turn into this like
Oh, like an
gelatinous
iceberg, but
thing.
You know,
yeah.
okay.
I
have
only
a-
heard fecal grease ball.
I have a
That
thing
makes
with the water and the great, you know, and you're talking about Great Lakes. I people who know the show know me. Yeah, I live like 2 football fields away from a Great Lake
Hell
area.
Yeah.
And so I grew up with it. So
Nuke
I mean, you're
plants.
talking about that spatial thing. Like if you get away from something, you start like losing yourself, right?
Mhm.
So like the further any direction I go away from that body of water, so it is. But when I get down to a different area, like say if I go to Florida, when you get towards the water, it starts to feel normal again. Like, so I do like being close to a giant body of water. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I do feel safer, obviously, like
Suzanne's back.
on a Great Lake compared to an ocean side for sure.
Yeah, no, the ocean's way more
violent, way
intimidating.
more,
yeah,
you'll lose
way more-
everything.
Way more intimidating than a Great Lake. But the point is, the size wise, they're fucking massive.
Oh,
you've never been back next to a larger body of water besides the ocean. But anyway, so Buffalo is on basically right next to Lake Ontario. So back in 1844, again the same year that this comet went through, there was
What's up
a
with all these
flood.
comments?
I know.
What about all these
What up with all these comets? There was a flood, and they call it a flood, but the description of it doesn't sound anything like just a normal what they say it is. So the explanation is that a gale of wind carried water into the ports of the city of Buffalo and caused 22 feet of water in less than 2 hours.
Oh shit.
Gusher.
Yeah, in less than half an hour, the whole lower part of the city south of the canal, from Black Rock to the hydraulics, was submerged in water from 2 to 8 feet in depth. So basically, everyone woke up one night and the entire city was just in water within minutes.
Nice, good timing.
And the explanation, I mean, it's unprecedented, and it's still unprecedented to this day.
Under 20 feet of water.
Yeah, so they say that it's because several days previous to this gust of wind, there was an easterly wind that had been blowing, which had driven water up the lake. And then when the wind shifted to the southwest, it blew with such a fury. The water came down before as if a dam had broken away.
How would wind blow
Yeah.
water like that?
22 feet of water in 2
like
hours.
That's like Mother Nature farting.
What's the speed of that wind? That's insane.
The big storm.
Yeah, there's no way that wind
No.
solely caused this issue. So my question is, I mean, well, not even a question. What I would say is, in my mind, something hit the water. Like something impacted the water, a comet, a meteor, something. Because how do you explain 20? Like you have a shock wave, which is a gust of wind, and then right after a shock wave, you have water rushing in.
Yeah, dude, wind does not blow lakes. That doesn't happen. Like that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my
Because
life.
if that were true, there would be so many more examples of that shit happening. Like the Great Lakes have been around for 200 years since then. You know, like somebody would have there was some word that they used to describe what it's called. It's called like a seiche. Yeah,
Seiche.
Seiche.
Sounds
I don't
like
actually know how that's
bullshite.
pronounced.
Sounds like a bunch of fucking garbage.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's a real thing. It's a standing wave. So waves can happen in the Great Lakes, like you're talking about, James. Like it doesn't really have waves, but you can get waves in a lake.
It's because of wind, though.
And it is because of wind. Yeah,
it's because of wind. Yeah,
yeah, wind.
You'll
can
have a lot of
cause
kite
that.
surfers and stuff. It's really windy here.
Yeah, like if
Obviously, Chicago area is even
I remember
windier.
growing up. Like I
Did you
remember
say
growing up.
kikes?
Yes, that's what we
Kite
said.
surfer.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But like if the wind gets really bad on a day on the Great Lakes, you see a bunch of whitecaps, but you don't see water moving to that level ever. I mean, it's unheard of.
No,
It's
I've seen lots of runoff from rivers. I
Yeah.
live right by huge rivers too, and like, dude, those things will rise up, and I've seen them go up. Like a couple years ago, they went up really high.
yeah. So I mean, there was a bunch of reports, and the most documentation we have of all of this is because there's just a bunch of reports of damage that a bunch of ships got and businesses got. So like it definitely, I mean, this isn't like a fake event. Like I don't think there's any photos of it
Yeah.
like I can find,
Dude.
but I mean, it's pretty
What do you got,
well known
Suzanne?
that shit happened.
Suzanne
The
has
gales of
something special.
November
Gales of November.
when they come early.
The gales of
In the
November?
wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
The Edmund Fitzgerald.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, it says right here. The good ship and true. I think it meant crew. Was
Good
a
song.
bone.
Oh, that's the
gales of
song. Yes.
November
Yeah.
came early. Yeah, it's talking about the wind. Fuck.
Suzanne, we have
Fucking
a
hate Gordon Lightfoot.
while you-
very
while-
important question.
Yeah, while you're
figured it
back,
out.
what was the
Oh,
movie?
what's up?
What was the movie in your hate mail? We need
Oh
confirmations.
shit.
Oh, no one got it?
No, well,
Hell
nobody
no,
here,
I had no clue.
but Lady
Was it
Boshi,
No one here.
Lady Boshi might have
Postcards
guessed
from
it.
the edge.
Ah.
Postcards from the edge.
Postcards, yeah. Carrie
Postcards
Fisher,
from
right?
the
Never.
edge.
No.
Yeah, it was
Lady of Boshi, you were wrong.
Sarah Jessica Parker or something like that.
no, it was George
Oh.
Hamilton, not George Hamilton. Who's the orange guy? The
Meryl
lady with
Streep.
short hair.
Shirley
Trump.
MacLaine.
Donald
wait.
J. Trump.
Postcards
It was an
from the
actress
edge. It's a 1990
who married
film.
George Hamilton.
Shirley MacLaine.
No, who married George Hamilton?
Shirley MacLaine.
Shirley Hamilton.
That's his sister.
Marilyn Monroe.
Then a Meryl Streep.
No, no, not in the movie.
Oh.
It was his wife that said dolphin in Dolphins.
In Dolphins. Postcards.
Yes.
Yeah, if you go to Postcards from the Edge.
Married to.
Yeah, and I am dumb,
I can't think of. No, it's not. Okay, it's not George Hamilton then. Who the
No,
hell did
his-
she marry?
His wife's name was Alana Stewart.
Okay, that's not him.
It was
I'm not
Carrie
thinking
Fisher. It was Meryl Streep. It was Dennis Quaid, Gene Hackman, Richard Dreyfuss, Rob Reiner, star-studded cast.
Yeah, it was the woman.
It's literally the first time I've ever heard of this movie.
I love this movie.
It's a horrible
And her
movie.
name is Suzanne. And Dennis Quaid screams, Suzanne! Suzanne!
Oh, we need that drop.
Yeah, dude.
Someone work on that drop.
Wait, what's the movie?
Postcards from the Edge.
Oh,
And
yeah.
her name is Suzanne.
Okay.
It's about Carrie Fisher. Or not, it's about,
Carrie Fisher wrote it. It's her autobiography.
okay, it's about her life then. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Suzanne Vale was played by Meryl Streep.
Yes.
And she is the pseudonym for Carrie Fisher in that movie.
Uh-huh.
Because Carrie Fisher was the daughter of Eddie Fisher, I think.
Yes.
And was, like a rich Hollywood kid, basically. So she was all drug addicted and raped and all that shit.
Yeah.
Basically a fucked up kid.
Annette Bening. She's the one who says it.
She plays the Supreme Intelligence in Captain Marvel.
Well, she wasn't supremely intelligent in Postcards from the Edge.
You got it in, Jer.
What? You already brought up Marvel.
We got that Marvel.
I did.
reference.
No, I did. I was the one who
That's
broke
true.
the cherry.
You popped it good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's the big deal? I like Marvel shit.
Oh, that's fine. I like
Marvel's
comics.
great. I like anime. Like it's equally.
I don't rip on your
autistic.
anime shit.
Yes, you do.
You all the time. You do.
I do not. So I don't know it enough to rip on.
That's I don't understand it.
I don't get
You
it.
don't understand uwu, and that hasn't stopped you from embracing it.
True.
That's true.
You embrace what you don't understand, Jerry.
I try really hard not to do that, though.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes some things are just too funny not to try and just run with for a little while. See where
Okay,
it
so
goes.
what up with all these comments?
Yeah, so what up with all these comments? So we're gonna get a comment.
Is
here.
there? Yeah, is there?
What have we been talking about?
There's just nothing. It's a show.
Sorry, I had to go get.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
all right. We had some jams. We did a hate mail segment. We hung out, Suzanne.
I know. First time I did a hate mail segment, and
you missed it.
no, I think it's the second time.
That's all right.
You dumb bitch.
Yeah, and I missed it.
It's okay. Everything's all right.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's all good.
We're just hanging out. So
Hey,
there's
guys, so the
Good night,
comment
Felix.
Atlas.
Night, Felix.
Bye, dude. Thank you for that song. It was great.
Beautiful song.
Hell yeah, dude.
Gotta listen back.
That Comet Atlas is already broken up, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a big deal. The asteroid, though, is still coming in, and that's what I think Shepard and Bellis was talking about. That's a clip you played, James.
Yeah.
He's a guy from IntelliHub.
Okay.
He's been talking about the correlations of, why they went underground for the flu and yada, yada, yada. Well, if you remember
Wait, what? Why? Who went underground for the flu?
like 1 million troops went into Cheyenne Mountain. With the
Yeah,
CIA.
dude, one of the main people, and they're like, they're putting like 12,000 troops out around, and they're Russian medical people. Yeah, they want all the nurses, all these people, but they want it like. This guy was getting super fear-based for sure, but he was, they want trauma nurse, they don't want people, they want people that'll deal with injuries. But then he was like trying to link it to like this meteor thing coming in. And like, that's why they want all the people ready to go for like all the damage that's going to be done, like above ground. Right.
Yeah. So he put out a tweet earlier this week about, if you live near the coast, move inland.
Yes. Yeah.
What's up with that?
It's fear
so there's a weird little thing, right?
Fox News was saying that during the whole, there's going to be an earthquake in Washington State.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was part of it too. So
remember
then
that?
It also could be a link with Yellowstone, right? So like this
but
shit's
if you
coming
move
in hot, boom, boom.
from the
and if
coast, you're going to move into Yellowstone.
well,
dude,
that'll be bad news over there. That'll be bad news.
Speaking of fearmongers and fake news, Cliff High got thrown off Twitter this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For promoting Chaga too much?
Dude, that's weird, right? Yeah.
Chaga.
Chaga gangsta.
Jesus Christ, man. he was going off the rails anyway. He deserved to get kicked
He
off.
was.
But yeah,
I know you guys probably. I know Suzanne follows JSnip, but you guys don't. JSnip's been railing against Bix Weir and Cliff High for a long time now. Like, you guys are so wrong. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a hard time getting into those guys that they get off on shitting on other people's content rather than just like making their own. Like Chanter, like he does his whole thing is just shitting on Corey Good and
Snippy's not
exposing
like
all
that.
them.
Snippy isn't like that. He was Bix Weir and Cliff High are friends. They do these three amigo things all the time.
Ah, I got you.
So he was.
But they did not agree on the
uwu.
Wuhan. Yeah.
Yeah, YouTubes. The fucking YouTubes.
Uwu tubes.
The Uwu tube.
Bix is always his videos are always like alert.
All
this fucking Dick Al
Shit
guy,
is
right?
happening right this second.
That AMTV guy or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Chris.
what happened to the UFO that was supposed to get us all today?
What happened to everything? It's nonstop fear porn.
Oh, that was supposed to get us.
Yeah, everything's supposed to get us. How come Alex Jones didn't expose Q? Nothing's happening.
I
There's a
know.
million
Fuck that
stories
guy.
going on. There's a million stories going
gotta
on.
just start coming up
and you
with
know,
some
you know what the
crazy
only
shit.
thing is true? I can't go get a haircut. Like, it's just.
I'll give you a haircut.
I can't get a hand job at an ocean spa down the street.
Let's
What the
be
fuck?
real here. Let's be real. I mean, that's really what's going on. They're closing shit down. Like, it's silly.
My buddy on I have a friend who's at the traffic reporter on Channel 2 here in Atlanta. And he put out a survey on Twitter this morning. What's the first place you're going to visit on Friday when they reopen? And it was like bowling alley, massage parlor, and some other thing like nail salon. And massage parlor was like the number one thing.
Oh my god.
I'll find it.
People need their
Gotta
back
get those,
rubs,
They need
dude.
those rubbing tugs, man.
Yeah, and they need those
them
tugs
back
that bad?
They need those. You didn't even put the rub in, Suzanne. You went straight tugs.
I should.
Hell yeah, Tim Steak. Share those hookups, Dex. That's what I'm talking about. Hookups was a
Hookups,
great
yeah.
skateboard brand back in
I met this guy.
Dude.
I met this guy
I'm talking about.
about 14 years ago at a poker game here in Atlanta. And he's just been a friend of mine ever since. He's a pretty funny dude. Mark. I'll find it.
Grip and sniff.
He likes to call people you fucking hump. He's from New York. What kind of hand is that, you fucking hump? There's that
Are these
tweet.
real people, Jerry?
Oh yeah. There's a tweet from Mark.
I don't know things. How much longer? is left?
Tattoo parlor was the second one.
So I gotta, when this show ends, I need to put it out, catch a few hours of sleep, go work for a few hours in the morning, drive straight up to Midway, and then I'm picking up Lady Eboshi. So it's just nonstop.
That's already happening?
That's already happening. Yeah, she's coming out tomorrow.
Damn.
She's coming out tomorrow. It's all happening.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Well, the nude
Little
cabin
love
retreat
cottage.
begins.
Dude, yes, the nude cabin retreat begins. Hell yeah. It's
Where
gonna
they
be
cook
awesome.
all kinds of yummy edibles. I just want to be there for the edibles. Can I just
Edibles.
drive up and you guys can load me up with edibles and then I'll go away?
Edible weed.
We need to make a West
for the
Coast
best
meetup.
stuff.
For
Oh,
you.
man, marathon
No
trip.
shit.
Man.
Like right in Davis.
We just need to do a meetup
Like,
at
right now,
Suzanne's
just
house.
come over.
That's the only way we're
Just
gonna be
come
able to
over.
have a meetup with Suzanne. Just have it in her yard.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Come to my yard.
Oh yeah.
I used to make all kinds of weird stuff out in the yard. I'm not weird, but people would always be like, "What are you doing?"
Why?
So one year I made a tumbleweed snowman, and I spray painted him. Yeah, tumbleweed. I went and collected tumbleweeds,
That's not a snowman. That's a tumbleweed man.
but I painted him white. It was for Christmas.
So it was a white tumbleweed man.
It was a white tumbleweed man. Yeah.
Remember that lady that made like a ton of money selling tumbleweeds on the internet? Like
really?
When it was first, like the internet was first a thing, she was like some single retired.
And I made a lot of money in Atlantic City, and I'm very
Jesus, James.
That one was loud. Sorry.
She started this website out as a joke.
They're all loud, dude.
Really?
And
why is
I guess people just took her seriously, and orders started coming in for tumbleweeds. So she had to like go out in her
hell
neighborhood,
yeah.
like collect tumbleweeds and ship them to people. And it actually turned into like an actual business. I don't know if it's still going on to this day. But
For her.
last
That's
time,
capitalism at
Damn,
its
you could
best.
totally get tumbleweeds anywhere.
Yeah, she's making
Lazy
that's smart
consumers.
money. Lazy
Wait,
consumers.
did you all guys get your checks, your stimulus checks?
Heck yeah, I got my
Sugar
Trump
Daddy,
bucks.
Sugar Daddy Trump delivered, dude.
I'm not
Dude,
getting one.
yeah, Sugar
I'm not
Daddy
getting
Trump
one.
I make too much money.
Delivered.
Yeah.
Jerry's over here e-flexing his
Jerry's over
bank
here
account.
tripping on his gold-plated floors and his.
No, I don't make that much
cashmere-
money.
Oh, we can see.
No,
your
we're just
camera. We know
above
what you got back
the.
there.
No, we're just above the.
I'll tell
You're
you.
right
I'll,
above the.
I'll tell you. I make 105,000 a year. It's my salary, but right now we have a 10% reduction.
Bro, that's
They did a
like
reduction?
100 people's jobs at McDonald's right now.
It's not my fault.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm just
not
kidding.
really.
I'm trying to be the aggressive Bernie bros.
No, dude, be about Bernie. Bernie bro, man. Fine. I hope.
Yeah, man,
I hope
you
you
gotta
get.
split that up.
You need to be
It's the
taxed
least
to
amount of money-
90%, Jerry.
It's the least amount of money I've made in 20 years.
Yes, it's not
I
very
don't
much
hold
money actually
grudges
for what you do.
against
Jerry.
When I moved to Atlanta, the job I took, I was making 185,000 a year.
It's all right. When the EMP hits, what good are computers anyway, bro? It's all done. When the EMP wipes it all out.
Yeah, right. McDonald's is not supposed to be a career. Exactly, and Ankun.
Tell that to the career employees of McDonald's that are all over this country that have made every
it
McDonald's
says
a shitty
manager
place
on
to
their
be.
name tag, dude.
Yeah, dude. They
It's
went to
not my
Mc-
fault.
They
I
went to
worked hard
McDonald's
and-
University.
I worked hard
Yeah,
and studied
exactly.
and learned all this shit so I could get a good job.
You should do like a Prince and the Pauper
Class
day
warfare
where you
with
switch with
steak.
your Dunkin' Donuts
Oh my
employee
God,
guy at the
that
drive-thru.
TV show. Yeah,
I've
like-
done all those shit jobs. I'm done with
No,
that.
but you have to do it now.
No, I don't want to do it now.
I would love, dude. I would go. Oh my god, the opportunity to interact with Jerry from a customer service standpoint on like the side of the Dunkin' Donuts would be the best experience in the world. Like you would just get into arguments with everyone.
You'd be like, take this, guy
Every
damn
single
it.
customer
Not
that comes
holding
through.
it forever.
Here's your donut. Have you heard about mud floods?
You're not a nice person.
Get
You
'em.
just keep trying to slip ooh into the conversation.
You know about the
and just
reset?
confusing the hell out of people.
I'll tell you though,
Because you're gonna get one person who knows what you're talking about, and it's gonna be a very interesting
It'll
conversation.
be a match
when you
made
get
in
to
heaven.
the
wait.
window.
So my boy at Duncan, right, Ali.
Good old Ali.
I've been red pilling that motherfucker, and he tells me every day, Jerry, you're exploding my head with ideas. And I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing with
God
him.
damn, dude. Jerry's the
Dude.
savior of this Dunkin'. And then he's gonna go to your job, and he's gonna realize that IT guys literally just sit around and like wait for things to happen.
So
And in the
this is
like
what
he
you
could
do?
he could perform your job in a day way easier than you could perform his in a day. I
That's
would
true.
bet.
I used to work in IT departments. That's where
Yeah.
I started.
Hell yeah.
Oh, jeez. Duncan.
Hell yeah.
Fucking red pill and Ali.
Get him on the show. See if
We
he
should
wants to
name-
come on.
I would love to have him on the show. He's a great kid. He's like 16.
nice guy.
He looks like he's 40, but he's like 16.
Should we name should this show up be Red Pilling
Red
Ali?
Pill Ali. Yeah,
Yes,
Red Pill Ali.
Red Pill Ali. That's
And
a
I'll
good
tell
show
him
title.
we name a show after him too.
Yes,
Tomorrow.
Red Pill Ali.
He'll think
Awesome.
that's great.
Yeah, this show's coming up tonight. It's
I just want to say,
Jerry,
I
get a
love you,
free
dude.
coffee.
I know, I love Ali. He's a great.
How we get new listeners now? We just name
Hey,
shows
if
after
he was like 18, so it wouldn't seem like some kind of pedo thing, I would totally hang out with him.
Yeah,
Why
man.
is it
just
gonna
get-
be a
well,
pedo
dude, 18's legal, and if you're in Japan,
He's
it could be 13.
16.
It's cool,
Georgia, bro. Georgia's
It
like
would be
15.
weird.
dude.
No, it's too weird. You can't
It's
do
too
it.
weird. It's too weird.
No,
It's
don't
13 in
bother.
Georgia.
Yeah, don't bother. Dude.
And if you get some free hash browns out of the deal, fuck it.
Seriously though, he looks like
those
he's
Dunkin'
25
those
or
Dunkin' hash
30.
brown bites.
I'm gonna take a picture of him tomorrow. You could see. Well,
Don't take a
no,
picture
I'll
of
make.
Ali.
I would love.
I'm gonna make the graphics.
Selfie.
I'm gonna get a
Man.
picture of him
Selfie
tomorrow.
through the drive-through
Oh,
In the
as he's
drive-thru.
holding the box.
I'm gonna make the cover image for this video.
Just say you're doing a. Just tell him you're doing a TikTok. He'll
I hope he's
understand.
No,
wearing a
I'm
mask.
doing a
It's true.
TikTok.
Is
Dude,
Ali
let me
wearing a
take your
mask?
picture.
Is he masked up?
Yeah, with the shitty
Oh,
it's like
man.
pantyhose mask.
Oh, poor Ollie.
And they're hand cut, and I'm like, dude, you know that doesn't do anything, right? He's like, I know, but my uncle makes me wear it.
Man.
Damn. Ali.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Ali.
Shout out to
Keeping
Ali.
it real.
Shout out
He's
to
my
Ali.
boy.
Essential employee. Ali.
He knows me by voice in the drive-through too when I order. He knows, hey,
Oh,
Jerry, how
man.
you doing? I'm like, oh, cool.
Nice relationships. I
He's
love
got
it.
drive-through voice. Nice.
I got drive-through voice. Hey, baby.
I would travel halfway across the country to have Jerry on the other side of the drive-through microphone.
Red pilling you?
Just red pilling me.
Just taking my
Flavortown.
order. Being so
here.
angry at anything that is off menu. Just
No, I only order coffee from that. I don't get donuts or anything. That shit's nasty. If I want donuts, I'll get a Krispy Kreme.
yeah, that's still a thing. All the
Oh, fuck
Krispy
yeah.
Kremes shut down
Dude,
around here.
That never died. They're still like building
It
established.
might be in the south. Because, yeah, dude, we had some Krispy Kremes up here. Because I remember it started out as like school fundraisers. That's the only way you could get Krispy Kreme is through school. And then they started opening some up around here. They lasted a little bit and then they were just gone.
Dude.
I think there's still one in the town next to where I live.
Oh,
You
South Bend
don't eat
adjacent?
Krispy Kremes
Yeah.
like from the store or anything. Go to a Krispy Kreme and get a hot
That's actually true.
dozen of glazed donuts. And
Well,
you
yeah,
cannot
dude,
put-
they're the best. Yeah, 100%.
I remember
it's like an angel shitting on your tongue.
That's yeah, but that goes with any food. You get it fresh, it's better. I mean, this is,
Krispy Kremes are a different level.
God damn,
You
we'd be
have to
making
wait till
so
the
much
light
money
comes
right
on.
now. Why are we wasting opportunities talking about a product and just doing it for free?
When I could be going there and picking up a dozen right now.
Dude, you know how many Krispy Kreme checks I'm
Jerry's
cashing
got
at the
the
end of the
extra
show?
money.
Oh man, Chad
Fund it.
Stick, Krispy
Getting
Kreme.
paid. Dude, Chad Stick paid me so hard the other week.
Bro, you know how expensive it is to get an episode named after you on Cruising with Steak?
It's
Bro,
insane.
you better bring that
free.
checkbook, okay?
Well, I don't have to really get into specifics.
Just getting
That's a
paid.
little too much.
Dude, I remember when Krispy Kreme was like popping off. Like when it was like when you were a kid, it was like an event.
Yeah.
It was like the Krispy Kreme opened up, and you're like, "What is this
Yeah.
place?" And they
Krispy Kreme.
they tell it was what was that like 90s? I guess. What,
I made
anybody else-
Andrew.
Did anybody
I
else
think
have
for his
them
12th
as
birthday.
fundraisers? Did anybody else have them as fundraisers at school? Anybody else? Or was this
it
just me?
Porta Pit or Burger King books.
okay, you're talking about selling like
Dude, selling boxes of Krispy Kreme donuts at school.
No, we never did that.
For the
That's
school.
gross.
We
This
sold
was a
candy
thing.
bars.
Yeah,
I
we
kept all
did
the money.
chocolate.
Sure, yeah,
We
we
sold
had
cookie dough.
Anyone in the chat.
Whenever I had to sell anything at school, I kept.
I made Andrew a Krispy Kreme cake for his birthday. For his 12th
go on
birthday.
What was up with all of those
This is mad.
scammy ass companies that would just
Oh my
sell?
Dude, I feel like my school
opportunities
just
to
got manipulated by
Dude,
Krispy
we
Kreme
need
then.
Graham. You need to play the share memory jingle. Let's do it.
Like March of Dimes.
March. Oh.
No,
Krispy
like
Kremes.
how did
Hell
how
yeah,
did it
unique
work?
memory or share
So
Who
memory?
are all these
crap.
companies who
I
are
gotta pull that
tricking
soundboard up, James.
schools?
I know.
Scholastic.
Or is it
just thinking.
Scholastic. It was
Is
like
it all
Scholastic.
Because it's like
Pretty
those.
much.
Remember, it was all like gift wrap and like
Yeah.
peanut
Oh, dude,
brittle.
the book fairs? You talking about book fairs?
No, there's
No,
different
no,
ones.
no,
yeah, there's
no,
a
no.
bunch of different.
Books.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tim Stake validated me. He did this too. This was a thing in North Carolina also, apparently. Thank you, Tim Stake.
Yeah,
Really
loose
cute.
smoke.
What?
Krispy Kremes. Selling Krispy
loose
Kremes.
What were you in school like
Yeah.
5 years ago?
No, this was like
When was
this was in
this?
the 90s. This was in the
90s?
Yeah, but
yes,
I was in
this
school in the 70s. So
This
we
was in the
sold
late
candy
90s.
bars
too. And the 80s.
in the 80s. Well, that's high school.
Man.
I didn't sell shit in high school except weed.
Selling
What do I pull up?
Ritalin in
Sure,
high
man.
school.
Dude, really? You sold
dude,
weed? Man, I
they
was
had-
so scared.
No,
of that.
I've never sold weed in my life.
They were called
just
Black
saying.
Beauties back then. It was just speed.
Black-
they didn't
no,
have
Black-
Ritalin.
Black beauties,
Black
no, cross
Beauties.
stops.
No, Pink Hearts. When I was a kid, Pink Hearts was speed.
This is like all the
Boomer
drug
drug
terminology
check.
we were supposed to that all the DARE programs were
Yes,
teaching
we're all
people
copping
that were
on
all
words.
references that were 30
We're
years
just yelling
old.
out everything
Yeah,
that was on the
crosstalk.
table.
It's used to,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Pink Hearts were actually
I
little Pink
snorted a Black
Hearts.
Beauty once.
Hmm.
I never
Didn't
liked
do
Black
anything.
Beauties. I like Pink Hearts much better.
It didn't do anything. I didn't feel anything.
Oh, I love speed. Oh my god, that was the best drug.
Those cross stops just made me mad.
Honestly,
I would
Krispy
take them before I
Kremes are
played. badminton because I was on a badminton team.
Damn.
Going to play badminton and then
I
play polo.
obliterated people.
Damn.
Dude, I freaking lettered in badminton. Okay,
Suzanne, I would love
You had
to
a
play you in
Letterman?
badminton.
Can't
I would-
believe it.
I lettered in badminton. Yeah. Thank you. I'll take my bows.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So what is it?
Badminton's
So you were the best shuttlecock.
Shuttlecock. Yeah, extraordinaire.
She shuttled the cock the best.
I mean, look, you don't get a letter.
Shuttler in high school. That was afterwards.
Hey, it's an Olympic sport, guys. Show some respect.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Playing a jingle right now.
It's
Oh,
fine.
is it?
It's all happening.
Badass midden. I like that. Thank you, Beecher.
I like the I like the talking over the jingle like that. It's beautiful. It's like a nice bed. I feel like I
have
have
that
like
awkward
no,
silence.
don't apologize.
Yeah.
I'm serious because nobody knew. I just played it. It's awesome.
Shit.
But yeah, man, badminton's awesome, Suzanne. I'm really happy that you're great at it. I want to play you one-on-one right now.
you.
Because I'm pretty
Dude,
fucking
I will
awesome
whip
at
your
badminton.
ass,
Oh
man.
Oh man. Oh, I'm coming out to
It's a challenge.
Davis.
I
Dude,
cannot
Grim,
wait.
this sounds like something Grim's like on point with already.
This is serious. This is badminton
It's
hacky
like somebody
sack.
that knows how to play darts or something.
don't
It's
take
like,
those away
fuck
from
yeah,
I'm
you
really
wanna
good
play?
at darts too.
Yeah, like,
And
yeah,
shooting.
people get all into
We
it.
can play
Yeah,
a
like,
shooting game.
Dude, I'll play you.
Oh, we just hunt each other.
Shoot at the
Come on,
meet each
this is
other.
the most dangerous game. Come on,
Yeah.
Suzanne.
Like
It's
that,
gonna
that
battle
buck
royale
hunter or
at-
whatever.
at,
whatever. It's
Cruising
like-
with Steak Ozarks. I'm just gonna be crawling around in dark caves, just breaking
Totally.
legs and killing each other for food. It's gonna be great.
Jesus.
Flavortown's gonna charge us for his maps of the underground cave.
But they're all just maps from like the 1300s. And none of them make sense anymore.
Dude, that's crazy because right now, like, a group of us are playing Red Dead 2 online, and we're doing that. Was just doing a mission of trying to hunt down with a map from like the whatever 1800s.
Oh yeah.
I was wondering where you've been, James. You've been pretty distant lately. You're in Red Dead
hanging
2.
out.
It all
No,
makes
man,
sense.
well, I've been
Cheating on you.
stuff around here, and I've been jamming on.
Jam
online.
that PlayStation, baby. Get it.
Yeah, and watching anime. That's it.
I appreciate that.
Everyone's getting really good at video games in the quarantine.
Hell yeah, we
Point
all
that
are.
out.
Except the essential workers. Just working.
I have not played one
I
video
know
game.
what you mean. I've played less video games recently.
No, man.
I haven't played
I
one
have been crushing a lot of anime.
ever in my life.
I've been on the internet less just because I'm tired of hearing about this fucking virus.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I've been watching movies more.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I've been watching Marvel movies. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I've been watching Marvel.
I'm watching
Plus
DC
to
movies.
work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta mix it up. Dude, those anime. I'll tell you this: the animated DC movies are pretty solid. I'll still represent those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the share memories. That's what I wrote down.
You got a memory, James?
Sharing
for
crispy.
wrap up?
Our first memory for our first crispy.
It has to do with the food thing, so we'll keep it with the food. But you talked about Graham. You were,
yeah,
man, yeah, you were talking about selling stuff at school or whatever, like and selling candy or whatever. I don't remember what the product was. I'm sure it was just something lame like candy or whatever. But when I was a freshman and I was going into high school, right? So then it's like that first year you're all kind of a little nervous, but I knew kids because I played football, and we had this lift-a-thon thing. So what you did is you had to take this piece of paper and you had to go around to like everybody in your classes and be like, yeah, whenever I bench, like you'll get like something out of it. I can't remember how that worked out, but it was like people would just toss in like $1 or something. So like, yeah. And it was kind of like, man, I hope, like you were like, oh, what if I only bench like 50 pounds or something? Because I had no clue how much I could bench press back then. Because you knew like some of the big dudes would be like, yeah, I could bench like 200 pounds, man. Yeah, like so it was kind of embarrassing to like you have to show off like what you would bench or something. It's something weird. I just remember that being highly like embarrassing or something like. like like not being having this huge bench press, like you were this beast, and there was like weird things like that, but then you were selling people candy or something. It's fucked up, stupid story, but messed me up. I remember that one. I didn't like it. Kind of like ripping people off for candy and for their money for the football thing or something. I don't know. Whatever, but stupid football story. And that's all I got. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Share memory. Well, fuck, dude. We hit the 2 hours, so we did it, guys. We made it.
Oh yeah, and we only resorted to black market selling.
There's so much black market stuff going on in the chat.
At the very end. We saved it to the very last second.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So
it wasn't selling.
It worked out perfect.
Nothing going here, Feds. Good thing the Feds left earlier. So
there
we
was
had
no sales going on. It was all trading.
Did they leave when I left?
No, dude. Everybody said in Minecraft, so it's cool. Minecraft. We got it. We got it, guys. All right. Jerry, so you got who you got on?
Worst.
This is the worst.
Tomorrow night.
This is the worst.
Tomorrow night is Obelisk show for the new moon with Craig Williams, the Vedic guy. Nish loves him. I have no idea what to talk to him about. So
sounds pretty
Vedic astrology.
She read all his books, but Vedic astrology is nonsense.
Yeah, all right. Well, you'll think of something.
Are you gonna ask him about the mud floods?
Yes,
I will.
Do it. Do it.
I definitely will.
Definitely will.
Do it.
Do it.
man.
If you know that there's a chance that it'll get you like 5 extra viewers, you'll let us know. We'll come in.
But next week we have the Black Stag Shaman.
The Black Stag Shaman, Jerry.
Yes.
That's so anti-thirst Mente. I love it.
He's a country music star.
I have another report coming out next week about this little-known U.S. government body called the National Security Commission on Artificial Intelligence.
James,
it's chaired by
what's
Eric.
going on?
Yeah, I like that clip. My bad.
Was that Holly?
Yeah,
no,
that chick.
that's not Polly.
Holly. Soon
Holly, I
Politicon.
don't know who that is.
So next week we have his name's Jason Benoit. He's a country music dude, but he wants to come on.
Oh, like Chris Benoit, who killed his entire family. He's the president.
Jeez,
I just listened to the Compton
Dude, it's brilliant.
Chris Benoit
It's so
episode.
good. Wait,
never mind.
Is that the one with Neil deGrasse Tyson too? Yes, dude. So
Sorry, Jerry.
good. Jerry,
Oh man,
I'm sorry. It's brilliant.
No, it's okay.
messed it all up. Oh,
Between sound bites coming
I
through,
know.
Chris Benoit triggering my
it's
brain.
so bad.
Just a
the
bunch
whole
of
end of this whole
retards.
thing. It's
You
just
guys are
so
But
bad.
in 3 weeks we got the Blacks. What's the oh, Jesus Christ. The Brothers of the Serpent, those guys.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool, dude.
Hell yeah. I
Nice.
definitely talked to them about Mudflood. I've been annoying the shit out of their Discord with it. And they're on the fence. They're not saying no, but they're not
You
saying
annoying people about mud floods?
nah.
You're welcome to come on the
I would never do
anyone.
that.
Okay, listen. There's an
never do
open
that.
invitation. If any of you guys ever want to come on an obelisk, you're more than welcome.
Jerry.
Awesome. Oh, that'll be fun then.
What's the
Well,
day
let's
So you
rate?
never ask.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
What's my per diem?
I'm totally saying I have nothing
You
to
get to
say.
come on for free.
What's my back
Yeah.
my back
Yeah.
end
I'll
percentage?
send you my Venmo. We'll talk.
My Venmo.
I'll give
Talking
you some
about per
mud flood
diems.
articles.
So I used to be
Jesus.
Yes,
No,
we
it's
didn't mean to fluster you.
You didn't fluster me. I didn't want to just get into the whole backstory there. At one point in my life, I did technical consulting, and I used to do tech due diligence for mergers and acquisitions. And what was Mitt Romney's company's name?
I don't know.
Black is it? Wait.
Bain Capital.
Bain.
Bain Capital.
They were looking at buying Orbitz once. They may have.
Wasn't
I don't
that
know.
Batman's last name? Bane?
No,
No.
that
No,
was,
Wayne.
Bad
Wayne
Guy.
is Batman's last name.
Yeah.
Bane is a villain.
Anyway, I did this tech due diligence for them. They flew me up to New York, all limos and everything, and we spent 2 days, 8 hours a day doing our due diligence in there. I sat in the room, and then the guy I went with, he wrote up the report. I didn't do jack shit. So I made like, totally serious. I made $8,000 doing that. They paid me $8,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, it didn't do anything.
And they paid me $4,000. I'm sorry. It was like $2,600 a day, but they actually paid me twice by mistake. So,
Oh, score.
I bet Ali would like it if he getting paid twice.
And next week on Cruise with Steak, when we go over Jerry's other finances, when Jerry talks
this
about
was
other
this
money.
was 20 years ago. Back when the .com business was a big deal.
Back when you could have a career working
Definitely.
at a fast food place and make like $75,000 a year flipping burgers.
No, 20 years ago, I started my own company and I was doing that.
No, I know.
I built a net worth of more than $10 billion. I have a great company. I employ thousands of people.
And that'll do it, folks. We'll catch you next week on Cruising with Steak.
Yeah, that's it.
That'll
I'll
do
kick you in the
it.
balls
Don't get the
too.
COVID.
Don't get the COVID.
Stay safe. Stay safe.
Because it's fake.
It
Good
is.
night.
And
Goodbye.
gay.
It's fake and
Yes.
gay. God.
Like space.
Honey, babe, you left behind the flowers I picked for you. Look at what you do to me. Look at what you do to me. I'm a wreck, and I'm on my knees. Wilted flowers, and a picture book worth of ancient memories. You were running away, left me stranded, we're playing romanticized versions of you. Look at what you do to me, treading water in the middle of the sea. Now shipwreck, you're on a beautiful beach, standing in a seashell, Greek mythological posturing. La-di-da, to the fairest goddess Aphrodite. I've gone and I've lifted that curse. You can go ahead and look in your purse. You might find money, honey, but you won't find love. Should've quit you a long time ago and left your paganistic church. Found a love where I would never need to rehearse. Where I would never need to rehearse.